Yeah, happy Juneteenth, y'all. We in the
Yeah,
house again.
yeah,
Yeah, celebrating, also educating and building each other up. You know, no more black on black crime. That's past our time. It's all about black on black love, man.
yes, indeed.
And
Yes,
we hear the damn thing.
yeah.
So what's been up, man? What's new on your docket, man?
Man, just been taking this long weekend to rest. Just relax. Plotting post production, a lot of things like that. And so, I'm just gearing up for the second phase of post production for my film. And prepping for the festival circuit. So, got some things brewing. Of course, um, I'm excited for your joint. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen some
Yeah, man.
amazing footage. So, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. What's going on your end, brother?
Man, we mirror the same thing, man. Unfortunately, my job don't recognize Juneteenth. I didn't get the day off, so they had me slaving on the day we got our independence. Ain't that about nothing? But
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But guess what? I know that, well, I was gonna say time and a half, but they don't observe Juneteenth. So damn.
yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah.
But the day is over. I'm here chilling, and
Mhm.
basically getting real close to completing my film. I just started a small campaign for test screenings, and because the ultimate judge is the public. Now, I might think the film was good. People behind the scenes might think the film was good, but hey, you know, we're the creators, not the ones evaluating everything. So I did the test screening, and man, I tell you what, the first results came in, and it's funny hearing about your film through somebody else's eyes and viewpoint, and they bring things
Absolutely.
that I didn't even think of. So man, yeah. So it's testing well. I'm cool. I would put some more comments up in the near future, but right now, man, I'm giddy as a schoolboy, man. People seem like they digging it, man. Like I got something special coming out. So
Because you do, man. I can't wait to, man. I can't wait till everybody else see it. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till everybody else see it. The test, I'm glad it's testing good. Well, let me get my. I'm glad it's testing good, but man, when it comes out, man, people in for a treat. I'll tell you that much.
well,
People
good, man.
treat.
I'm glad to hear that. But other than that, man, just taking it easy. Hitting the cinemas real tough again. Um, I know we're gonna talk about the Blackening tonight, so man, that might be as of right now. Besides, I mean, I had two anticipated movies, but far as favorite movie, this might be my favorite movie of the year so far, The Blackening, man.
Really? So you got this over John Wick 4?
Well, man, it's an action movie. You know,
Yeah.
you know, very seldom we get representation in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
This movie represents us in a positive way, comedic, little horror elements, man, but it's original. One of my favorite directors, man, Tim Story, was my
Mm-hmm.
project, and the fact that we featured him in last month's show is
Mm-hmm.
cool that he's back again. Because at the time we learned on the show live,
That he directed it. That's
so I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
yeah.
and very very black. Not being apologetic about it either, man. And we needed this. We needed something like this
We
in
sure did.
the summer of a bunch of bust and
Mhm.
blockbusters and everything else. We need something to represent today. This long weekend for Juneteenth,
Mhm.
and a movie that makes you think and question your blackness. I thought that was really clever, and the movie did that, man. So, looking forward to talking about it deeply and unpeel the onion and get to the middle and really
Mhm.
deep. you know.
Absolutely, 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 man. So I gotta say, before the film came out and when the trailers were out and stuff like that, I was like, is this like a scary movie type joint? You know what I'm saying? I thought it was gonna be heavy on the spoof,
Right.
heavy on the parody tip, but it was. I think they did that on purpose. You know what, man? I think it was. I call it the Flavor Flav effect.
Okay. Explain that.
All right, so you have Public Enemy, right? Public Enemy was this pro-black militant group, right? And Chuck D was very, very stern, very masculine, very serious, you know. However, his message wouldn't have been as palatable to the masses if you didn't have the Flavor Flav element to kind of lighten the blow for you to receive that message. And I
Right.
think that's the approach that they took with the blackening, with the marketing. You see what I'm saying? Like it was very, you know, it was very, what's going on? Did you see that? It was very, it was very clever of them to market the film the way they marketed it. Because the way they put it together was like a scary movie type thing. But when you actually see the movie, they was, they was hitting it deep with some underlying stuff, and so I was really impressed how they did that, and it was a, I was really man, that was a good movie, man. That writing was razor sharp.
Definitely, man. Like the marketing had me kind of confused. Matter of
Mhm.
fact, you sent me a link to the very first trailer when it came out. I'm like, oh, what's this? When I
Yeah,
saw the name, I was like, oh shit, man.
yeah.
What?
Both of us were like,
Come on. We came too far to be right here. You know? So
right,
what we
right.
doing? And you know how you cross your arms when you defensive? I was
Yeah,
mentally crossing my arms watching this trailer going, had my nose turned up like, man, what's this bullshit, man? What is this bullshit?
exactly,
And
exactly.
I wasn't laughing at first. I'm like,
I didn't laugh at all.
no, I was like, man, this is terrible. I was like,
Yep.
man. And then another trailer came out and I seen it in theaters. And I seen it in front of what was it? It was something, I think it was Spider-Man recently. And that's a mixed audience because Miles Morales brings out the blacks and browns.
Right,
And the crowd was energized and was laughing. I'm like looking around going, are we watching the same trailer?
right, right.
Started paying attention. I'm like, okay, that is kind of funny. Okay. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be silly. It's gonna be
Right.
a weekend thing, make us money. It's gonna be out of theaters in 2 weeks. Hopefully we don't embarrass ourselves. And I felt the same way about Get Out when I seen that trailer.
Right. When you was
I was
telling me.
pleasantly surprised. And then last show we did together, Q seen it early, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like talking positive about it. I'm like, what? He's like, yo, man, wait till you see it. They're trying to give it away for free because he's seen it like in a month in advance.
Yeah, my tickets were free.
Yeah, my tickets were free. My homeboy hit me up. Hey, man, come on down to the midnight show. I'm like, man, let's go check out this. But you told me it was cool. I'm like, okay, two of my homies on Director's Talk said it's cool. It gets the ghetto pass. So let me check this out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I surprised. And we had a decent audience. You know how they do us. It's in the smallest theater.
Yep. Jam packed. Yep.
Capacity 38.
Yo, this is exactly.
But
Exactly.
the elementary classroom, they got more students than they do seats in this damn theater, right? So I'm in
Mhm.
there. 15 people made it seem like it was full. Probably it's definitely the best cinema experience I had all year. We were talking at the screen. We were talking to the screen. We was talking with the screen. We looking at each other. We high five. And
Yep. Yep.
when you get into the game aspect, the questions that was asked, I was like, wow.
Good. They
Because we
went
had conversations in real life.
Yes, we do. That's exactly what we do.
And look at our skin tone. We got friends who are lighter, dark,
Yeah,
mimic us almost at the same tone. I mean, it's a real thing.
it is
A
real.
lot of us that look different, but we're all the same, but we treat each other different because of our tone or because of our region of where you come from and things like that. So it was very educational. It make you step back and take a look at yourself, because I had these conversations in the past. You know,
Mhm.
what makes you black? How can you identify your blackness? And growing up, depending where you're from, sometimes your blackness is questioned by your own kind. And
Mhm.
that's a trip, man, to have that growing up. But it does shape you to be the human being you are now by the things you went through in your youth, you know?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And a lot of the stuff that they did in the film, like you could tell they had some black ass writers, because a lot of the little nuances they had in the film, like even the little subtle shit, like when I was telling you before, Melvin Gregg's character, the light skinned boy with the curly hair, he had trail mix, and he was before he was eating him, he was rolling them like I was dying. That's the only shit that we would pick up though. And and when the dude, the young brother with the braids, was in a chair and he was shuffling, and the chick was like, what? She was like, "Why are you shuffling? Don't shuffle at me." I was dying because my mom used to do that every time something got on my mom's nerves. She was shuffling her chair.
Uh-huh.
I was dying when that happened. I was dying,
Man,
dying.
those are black habits and
Yep.
black nuances that
Yeah.
you don't have to say anything. You can
Right.
look and see
Yep.
it. Oh, yep. They know what they're talking about, man.
Exactly. It was very, very authentic. Very authentic.
The cool thing about this movie, when it opens up, you got college mates, not high school mates, college mates,
Mm-hmm.
and all of them are doing well in their respective field.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a ghetto hood story. These are successful black people, still youthful, still young, and like I said, all hooked up in college. And each year they choose someplace different to have like a little mini reunion. Well, they choose a very, very nice cabin in the woods. It wasn't no,
Mm-hmm.
where I'm going to die if I stay the night here. It was like respectable, nice. And I love seeing people of color represented in a realistic way. And there are a lot of successful people of color out there that hang out together, that got decent jobs and make a decent living. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
when I seen this movie, I seen myself. All
Right.
are successful. All of them done well, whether we were from high school or we went to college together, and we do hook up. My boy just had his birthday party the other day. A lot of us went to school together. We got together. Everybody's doing well. Everybody looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up dancing to reggae, eating some jerk chicken and rice, and that's what we do. You know,
Right. 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 Right.
I go camping. We might do this, but we just go to each other's houses and chill in the backyard by the pool, or eat some good food. So off the bat, it was relatable, and I believe their friendship. The way it was written, like you said, it was cleverly written where you believe these people were friends for a number of years, and it came across authentic and real.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man. I kudos to the writers of the film. And again, man, kudos to Tim Stories for, picking this project to direct. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been talking about before with Tim Story, um, he really has a knack for picking great projects, as a director for hire. And I mean, his ability to do that, I think, has prolonged his career for him to have this long, this much longevity, you know? And
Right.
so, big shout out to him, man. Brother, 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 what's going on, man?
Welcome to the penthouse.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
What's
Happy
What's
happening?
going on?
Juneteenth.
Happy
Happy
Juneteenth,
thing.
brother.
Shit, not much, man. Hey, can y'all hear me okay? Because I was having some technical difficulties. That's why I was kind of slow getting on here. So
Oh
I
man,
apologize in advance if Spectrum starts fucking up.
Oh, that's what Spectrum do. I got Spectrum too, so
yeah,
I'm used to it. I'm also used to Spectrum in their Spectrum ways.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so if I start talking, do one of these numbers, it's not my fault.
Word.
Do the Eddie Murphy and Beverly Hills Cop. Freeze. Axel.
For sure. So yeah, I was listening to a little bit of the conversation here before I got on. So apparently, y'all really like the movie. Y'all like the movie, huh?
Did you see the movie? Did you see it?
Just got to the theater about an hour or so ago. About a couple
All
hours
right.
ago.
Oh, yeah. So wait a minute. So wait a minute. The way you just said that was like, hey, y'all like that bullshit, didn't you? I didn't. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm grasping from what you just the way you just said that.
All right, let me tell you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. The shit was stupid, but I laughed. It did make me laugh.
Exactly.
Oh, it's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Purposely.
So, it's dumb smart. It's smart dumb. That's what I call it.
Yeah, but my thing is I didn't quite know how to take the movie. Like on one hand, it's like almost like a parody.
Yep.
But then it's trying to be a horror movie.
Yep.
And then I don't know. I was like, okay, am I supposed to take this as a horror movie for real? Or am I supposed to like laugh? Like, is this like an ongoing joke? Like, I didn't know how to take it.
Yeah, see, horror for that film, horror is like the backdrop. But at its core, it's definitely a comedy. Because I was laughing all the way through it. And the black people in my theater was laughing all the way through it. There wasn't a minute that went by without somebody laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah,
like,
for sure.
That was a funny ass movie, man.
Well, that's the thing about it. Trying to find a genre, they're calling it a comedy / horror, and I'm like, is that the same thing as scary movie? You know, I don't know.
Right. Mm-hmm. See, because that's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. See, scary movie off rip, we knew that it was a parody because, first of all, it was initially a Wayans property, and so that was what they were known for, coming from, Don't Be a Menace. Originally, Scary Movie was originally called Scream If I Know What You Did Last Halloween.
Oh,
it was called something like that. It was like an amalgamation of the names, kind of like Don't Be a Menace to South Central. You know what I'm saying? So they just shortened it to Scary Movie. So we already knew the Wayans brothers pedigree with that stuff. This, the way they marketed, like me and TJ was saying, like the way they marketed it was kind of like in that same vein. But when you watch the movie, it's clear that it's a comedy with a horror backdrop. Parodies ain't this intelligent as far as the little nuances, right? Like you said, Rashad G, it was stupid shit in there, but on the low, it was a lot of intelligent nuances in there that kind of, they warrant another watch. This is definitely a rewatchable film.
Yeah, I agree. Well, for some reason, as I'm watching the movie, I'm thinking about Scream, the first Scream, which I think that this movie was trying to kind of do that, because Scream, people don't know, is a parody also. You know what I'm saying? But Wes Craven was able to put those horror touches in there even though it was a parody, but it was scary at the same time. So to this day, people take it seriously as a horror movie, but he was really kind of poking fun at the genre, and I think that's what Tim Story was going for here. Absolutely. So I think if he probably would have just dialed it back on the slapstick just a little bit and really focused on the horror, I think it would have worked more for me. Now, I'm not saying I didn't like the movie, but I just feel like it would have worked better if it was more balanced, to where, okay, if I'm not laughing, I'm scared. If I'm not scared, I'm laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Another example of that is American Werewolf in London. Okay, frightening shit, but that's a comedy as well, and people forget about that's a comedy. So I just feel like it was off balance. It was focusing too much on black shit, you know what I'm saying, and not so much on the horror, which is kind of what I came to see as well. I mean, if I'm tripping, let me know.
No, you're not, man, because the one thing about Scream and American Werewolf in London, they were horror comedies. The horror first, so it was set as of importance. This movie, the comedy came before the horror, so the horror suffered. And I had to find a word to make this movie more complete. I would say it was like the black meta version of a spoof of a horror film. The word meta not being used here, but it is. It's meta to the soul from a black perspective, because every single question in that game, even when they got their answers wrong, we're like, come on, how did you get that wrong? But we do got stupid friends in our group. We do got smart friends. We got confused friends. We got and we got every stereotype. I know them personally.
Yep.
And brought truth out of everybody. I mean, down to catching cramps for sucking on too many sweets. You know, how do you get a cramp whooping somebody's ass? I mean,
yeah. Bro, I love that touch of drinking Kool-Aid out of a mason jar. Like, bro, like most 90% of black households, man, you drunk that Kool-Aid out of a mason jar. So I was like, okay, recognize that.
Exactly.
Cyrus was talking off camera about this movie, and I think one of those movies later on it'd be a black classic. That's what
Oh yeah.
Got another comment. 10 out of 10 movie. Me personally love black films like that, man. And that's the thing. It was geared towards us. It was for us. And I appreciate that, because not too many writers in Hollywood write for us. Tim Story had to get his homegirl from college come together along with his homeboy. The guy that played the gay guy also wrote this film way back in the day when it was a short. This was a short turned into a movie. So I appreciate them taking the time to really elevate the writing, even though it was kind of a spoof, kind of a comedy, poking fun of ourselves, but it made you take a look at yourself and go, yeah, that's me.
I don't know. Do you think Tim Story made this almost out of guilt for doing Tom and Jerry? Because we had this conversation before about how Tim Story did some movies where, like, you forget he's a black director. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, I need to get back in touch with my blackness here.
He did Tom and Jerry?
He did Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, the live action on Warner Brothers.
Yep.
Holy
now, Cyrus, come on now. He's a studio director. The man
bro. That man, that brother is he stayed. That's why his longevity is the way it is, man. I don't think Tim Story has turned down a movie, man. He got to get that. He got to pay that mortgage, man. I think that's why he did this. He's like, I gotta get back in touch with my blackness again, man. So what he did was probably one of the blackest movies I've ever seen. Bro, black as hell.
Like everything is in here for, like, down to what we eat, Kool-Aid out the mason jar, spades, you know what I'm saying? Rap snacks. Like, the shit had it all, man.
I think once Tom and Jerry came out, he went to the family reunion. Like, man, we Tim, we need to talk. Yo, what's up, cuz? Yo, that was some bullshit. There's a paycheck, but it was some bullshit, man. How you gonna do Shaft with Samuel L. Jackson, and then the original Shaft and the young kid? You had 3 versions of Shaft in one movie, and you pull that shit off. Yeah, it didn't make a lot of money, and you needed a paycheck. And Tom and Jerry, you got paid up front because that movie went straight to streaming, so it didn't make no money. So he said, "Yeah, man, yo, cousin, I promise you, I'm gonna go old school. I'm gonna get matter of fact, I'm gonna produce it myself. I'm gonna fund it myself. And I'm gonna come back and make y'all proud of me." I think that's what happened, because he self-produced this. What did it cost? What, $5 million to make?
Something like that. Yeah, it was really low budget. Yeah,
and it wasn't no real big studio. And I think at the last minute, who's the distributor? Lionsgate.
Probably.
Was it Lionsgate? I could have sworn. Was it New Line? Okay, it was Lionsgate at New Line Cinema. It was one of them.
One of those. And they're typical to do something real cheap and take it and put it out there on a big screen. But look, how many screens was it really on? But it made his money back in one weekend. So he did. But yeah, he had a guilty conscience, brother. You right about that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm glad he did it, man, because what this did, I think this really showed that he can scale back and go, you know, do the indie stuff as well as the big stuff. You know, it's kind of like similar to in the same vein as what Antoine Fuqua does, except I think Antoine Fuqua is more selective of the types of films that he does. Antoine Fuqua is one of my top 5, just based off, you know, his film grammar and his shot design and stuff like that. But you know, Antoine Fuqua's stuff, you know, he kind of dials in on more of the gritty stuff. Tim Stories is like a, you know, he's a pot of gumbo. You know what I'm saying? He can go any which direction as far as what he directs, and that's admirable, man. You know, again, he's a director for hire, and at this juncture in his career, you know, I think that, you know, he was looking for like a passion project to kind of go back to his home base, to go back to his roots, like TJ said, and like you know, like you mentioned, Rashad. So
Yeah,
this was
think
great.
I think what his strong point is, he knows how to direct an ensemble cast. He did it with the Fantastic Four. He did it with Barbershop, Think Like a Man, Ride Along. This in particular, and probably the Fantastic Four and probably Barbershop. When you have 7 to 8 people at one time on set and make them all have, you know, dialogue that matters and makes sense, and you invested in every single character, that takes a director who knows how to direct several people at one time. And I think that's his biggest strength, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Challenge was directing 2 cartoon characters that wasn't there in Tom and Jerry. You know, that was some bullshit.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure, can y'all still hear me okay? Because y'all are kind of going in and out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Yeah, to me, the characters would definitely stand out in this movie. Like you said, he can direct an ensemble, and to me, that was a highlight of the film, was the chemistry between everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that the gay dude was funny as hell. The guy with the glasses, he was hilarious. Every time that guy was on screen, I was dying, bro. Like the way he talked out the side of his mouth, and you know, he was here. So the characters were definitely great, man. It's just the film itself. Like I said, I just wished it would have, you know, gave me a little bit more heart to take it seriously, but still at the same time, you know, keep that banter in there that makes me laugh at, you know, at our blackness. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it suffers definitely from the horror element, but everything else I think is hitting on all cylinders. You know, they promised horror, and that's my one negative. It didn't deliver in that department, but I'm forgiving of it because I got something that I didn't expect, and that was well crafted, well written, and it made me think walking out the theater, and it made me interact with the people I was sitting with.
Right.
The lobby, we were talking. They were trying to kick us out because it was a midnight screening, but we were talking in the parking lot about this movie. I'm like, you know what? Because of this movie, I'm not going to work tomorrow. Let's keep talking, you know. And it was cool. I had that. It reminded me. I was telling Cyrus. It reminded me of the Spike Lee days in the '90s. You go see a black film, and it generates conversation. You ended up going to Denny's afterwards, having pancakes and the orange juice and milk, talking about this same film for hours. This movie. Me.
Yeah, you know, and to your point, we needed a film like this because lately we haven't been getting many black films that we could all get together and watch and have a great time with it. And this is no diss to Jordan Peele, but Jordan Peele don't make those type of movies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's what it is. Like you're not gonna walk out of a Jordan Peele movie like, yo, you know, nah. Jordan Peele, you walk out of a Jordan Peele movie, you're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
You know what though? You know what? I think Jordan Peele did that with Get Out, but after that, I think he went real highbrow with it.
Get Out. Yeah, Get Out is the exception. But when I got done with Us, bro, you can go back and watch my review. That's one of the few reviews that I did where I didn't know what to say. I was just there like, I don't know what to say about this movie. I'm looking at my daughter off camera. I don't know what to say about this movie. I don't know if I liked it. I don't know if it was deep or if it was stupid. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. Nah, I definitely feel you.
The thing about Jordan Peele, what he does, he gets white people to talking and thinking. I noticed that a lot of people of non-color really like Jordan Peele because they feel like, hey, he's black, but he also understands us, but he does it in a black way. I'm like, okay, if you think so, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, he's a whole different topic, man. His movies are definitely black, but they're universally black. This right here was like home cooking.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, music playing in the background while you're barbecuing and the dogs running around eating hot dogs getting burned up in the mouth. You know, this was just you know, it was home cooking, and I was laughing for real. Wasn't no it was like damn, and over because it's hard to keep that up.
Absolutely.
Right. It runs out, but the third act, okay, a lot of slapstick comedy, but the slapstick had me cracking up, man. You know, it coming out the water, the way her dress looked, I'm like, damn, like a hippopotamus.
I think probably the hardest laugh I had in the movie was when they had the girl strapped to the chair, and like the way it was set up, you thinking they're gonna actually scalp her, right? But they just take the wig off. And man, when I say I fell out of my chair, I almost fell out of my chair laughing so hard at that shit, man. Cause you know what? Because in real life, that's how a lot of sisters would react. Like you see the one video where it was a podcast and your girl was on there. She was like talking about God and stuff and relationships.
Yes.
And her wig falls off and she's like, "Oh my God,
oh my God,
oh my God!" And then she reaches back, "Nigga."
Oh, and homeboy rolling. She go, "You gonna keep this?" He's like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna keep this."
Yeah.
He back and grabbed it. Start working on it.
Bro, two of the worst things that can happen to a sister is her nail breaking and her wig falling off. Those are the two worst things that can happen to a chick, man. Oh shit.
It's a cutie. I'm like, oh, poor thing. And a homeboy is just he couldn't say shit. He was laughing so hard. What
made the shit funny was at first she was talking all intellectual and sophisticated, relationships and oh my God. Wait, then she's like, "Nigga."
You couldn't even reach it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my favorite videos on Instagram. That shit went viral for a reason.
I wonder.
So when that shit happened in the movie, man, I was dying. I'm like, yeah, because sisters really react like that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. Who was your favorite character, G? Who's your favorite character in the movie?
My favorite character?
Yeah.
Well, to me, the funniest one was the one with the glasses, the nerdy one. He was funny. He was. Yeah. Every time he was on screen, I couldn't stop laughing. So I gotta say him.
What about you, Ty?
I think it's tough, man. But I think honestly, that's all right. So yeah, my favorite character probably the gay brother. That was probably my favorite character, man.
I'm gonna say the same thing. What put it over the top for me with the gay dude when he was on Molly. when that shit happened, I'm like, okay, brother, you are a scene stiller. Mm-hmm. One of the co-writers of the film, so he knew how to write his part.
Right.
Is he gay in real life? Because you sent me an interview, and I think he is. He was very flamboyant with his gear.
Oh, probably.
I think he's really that person in real life, man.
Probably. So that's probably was easy for him to play that role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, step right into it.
Mm-hmm.
So were y'all surprised with the twist with the two killers? Y'all see that coming?
I knew one of them was the guy at the store. I said, okay, looking at his size and physicality, I said, yeah, he's gonna end up being one of the killers. But I didn't know they was gonna do like Scream and have two of them. They was gonna be twins. So yeah, that twist I didn't see coming.
But here's the thing. I didn't think the nerd dude was gonna be behind it. I thought Melvin Gregg's character was gonna be behind it.
Oh, really?
I thought his character, Man Boy, exactly. I thought he was gonna be the one that was behind everything. You know, since they mentioned his white wife, I thought there was gonna be something that brought that together. You know what I'm saying? Some type of payoff with that. So I thought that was gonna be the twist. And I thought the cop was for sure in on it. And when they had the mask in his car, I'm like, somebody in the crowd was like, I knew it. But I'm like, wait a minute, this is too much. This is too easy.
Right.
This is too easy. So the misdirect, I like that misdirect. I thought that was cool. But at first I did think he was in on it.
The cop. Yeah, well, if y'all notice, that's that actor was from also he was in the Fresh Prince. He was married to Aunt Viv's sister.
Wow.
White cop. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's probably a little meta homage there.
Mm-hmm. And
speaking of Aunt Viv, that was a hell of a question, boy. I
knew it, and I yelled it out too at the screen. I was like, 3. I said 3. I'm hitting my door. I'm like, season 3. My door's like, shh, stop acting so stupid. I'm like, no, 3, man.
Yep, 3. It's definitely 3. Yep.
Yeah.
What up, though? What up, Q?
Q, what up?
But yeah, with the one question, what was it? What name a movie or actors or actresses who survived through the whole movie? They yelled out Scream 2, Jada Pinkett, and Omar Epps.
I'm like, what?
Nah.
That was the most stupidest thing I've heard. It was funny, but I was like, how in the hell you get that one wrong?
Well, Blacktastic, you know me, man. You know, the first name I'm going to yell out, we say Black Survivors in a Horror Movie, Kincaid. That's my main man.
Yep.
Yeah. Kid, the first nigga to curse out Freddy, call him a burnt-faced pussy, and survive the movie.
You got a point.
Kincaid was my dude, man. Even though he was the first one to die in 4, but he survived 3.
Yeah. 30 and 3. That's for damn sure. Blackening was pretty funny at times, but that horror was
that horror was I agree.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the horror to be off the charts though. I expected it to be just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, well, but then it got kind of dark. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, now I was gonna say that then it got kind of dark when your girl and this is a homage to Friday the 13th, the final chapter, remember when Corey Feldman kept beating Jason over and over again with the machete, like die, and that took it right. So I'm hitting my daughter again. Friday the 13th. Shh, Daddy, shut up.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's a big ass candle holder, wasn't it? Big ass candle holder.
Right. So you see blood and stuff. So I'm like, okay, we done got kind of dark here. We're going Friday the 13th here a little bit.
Then it went back to spoof. Give me a hug. Nah.
Yeah.
Your ass is full of blood right now.
Yeah. Yo, which is real because how many horror movies you seen where the protagonist is full of blood, right? They just kill the bad guy, they have blood all over them, and then they go hug each other like you don't have a bunch of guts. Like, no, like us, go take a shower first. You got some shit on you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Go bathe. You know, how they say down here, go bathe.
Okay, this is Q's question. What was that thing about The Shining, about the mind reading thing? That was a trip because I guess Black people, we can look at each other and kind of like
yes
telepathy, like
yes.
If a strange person get on a plane, okay, you know what you do, you know.
Yeah.
But when the black dude, the nerd dude, started doing, I'm like, well, he is black, so I can see
black. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Assuming that's it, because when Black people are in certain circumstances, we go like this. You know what to do.
Especially okay, the 3 of us, right? So if one of us say something really stupid, right? Mm-hmm. And then so like say Cyrus, you say something really crazy, right? Me and Black Tass look at each other like,
Exactly.
You know, we're thinking like, bro, did you hear what the fuck you said, bro? I heard it. That nigga tripping for real.
Exactly. And you get that across with no words necessary.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
kind of like the universal "What's up?" You I go to New York right now, see somebody black, the head goes up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, automatic. It's just universal language. I can go to Florida,
right?
See somebody black, they might even be Cuban. You be like, till they talk, I'm like, oh man, you tricked me.
except for Washington. Washington's the only place I've been to where most of the black people out there, like they don't understand this.
Really?
You know, yeah. Well, like when I moved to Seattle for a couple of years, it was a culture shock. Like the first brother I seen, I'm just like this, right? Hey, how are you? How are you, man? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck you talking like that for?
He walk up, zippity doo dah, zippity day.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, Washington brothers talk just like that. They're like, hi, how's your day going? Now, mind you, I'm from New York. So New York, we have a 3-second rule where you can't make eye contact for more than 3 seconds without it being a fight. So when I moved to Washington, I would see somebody, I'd just be like, and they're like, hey, how come you're not making eye contact? Like, damn, why do brothers talk like this out here?
I can see I don't like this. You don't know.
Man, it was like brother from another planet, man. I didn't know where the fuck I was.
Damn.
When people are overly friendly, it scares me.
Yeah.
Because of the way I was raised. That's just the way it is.
Right. And then this is no diss this. So if anybody from Washington is watching, I'm not trying to diss. I'm just saying it's different from New York.
Y'all some friendly motherfuckers.
Yeah, I got some real friendly people out there.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's one part that I did not find funny that was in the trailers. There he goes.
I'll tell you what is funny. Look
at
the house.
That's right. What up?
Oh yeah, what up? Sorry, I was late. Black people time.
Yeah.
What up, dude?
Chilling. Turn my lights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have my camera. It's in the other room. So I thought I'd just jump on right quick.
Shit, kid, keep it dark. She was talking to Blackening, keep it black. Shit. we don't need no light, nigga.
Oh shit.
Word.
I think it's said keep it black, so.
Purple rain.
Purple rain.
So, Sai, what was you saying, Sai?
So in the trailer, and this was what made me be like, So when TJ was saying earlier, when the trailer first came out, like I sent it to him, and I was like, "What you think about it?" And both of us were like,
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons for that was, like, I thought that when Yvonne Orji's character was like, "Hey, yo," she was doing the whole DMX thing. I'm like, that didn't land for me. I thought that was mad corny. I thought that was dry. And in my theater, nobody laughed at that part.
Mm-hmm.
It went on the actual movie. In the trailer, like a couple people snickered at that part, but in the movie, it didn't hit. It didn't even hit. I'm like, yeah, that's the only thing I did not find funny. And everything else, though, in that movie was hitting. That movie had me dying, man. I was laughing, and I was laughing at shit that some other people didn't catch. They was probably younger, but like I think a lot of the humor really hits with the 30 and older crowd because of some, the little nuances. You know what I'm saying?
There's probably some white folks in the crowds. I guarantee
for
most
sure.
white people didn't get this. I'm pretty sure most white people was like, dude, I don't understand. Like, this is like, is this racist?
Boy, just think if you had was going on a first date with a white girl and you took her to see this, and she wasn't really, said that was the culture, bro. It'd be an awful ride home, bro.
I'm picturing a black dude taking a white chick and a black dude laughing at everything, and the white girl's like,
well, shit with Blacktastic, that story you told when you say you took the white girl, I think she was white and Asian, and you took her to see Menace to Society.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That was tough.
Right.
And I went back to her crib. I didn't want nothing to do with her. I was like, hey, you want
I get it. I'll leave.
you want a massage? No. You want your feet rubbed? No. You want a knife? No.
Yeah.
You're not black, okay? You're not black, okay? I was angry because I couldn't discuss the movie. And for her, I would have to explain it and then discuss it. A movie like this, you don't.
I would say she understood the hurry up and buy part, right?
Yeah, a movie like this, man, needs to be discussed, not explained. You know
right.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not one of us, man, you're not gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, certain black films, you know, it'll be uncomfortable watching with white people in the crowd. I think I told this story when I was in high school. We had to watch Glory in my Black History class, and there was two white kids in the class, and the scene where Denzel gets whipped. Yo, one of my classmates, my man Reggie, you know, who happens to be the toughest kid in the class, stood up, looked at the white boy, and wanted to murder him. Mind you, the white boy did nothing.
It's innocent. What the did.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, he was just sitting there watching it with the rest of us. Wasn't saying a word. Reggie looked at him. Yo, say some shit I don't like. Say something I don't like. He's like, dude, what did I do?
You existed, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what your people did.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so some films we just don't need to watch with white folks, man.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I'm gonna flip the script. Yo, because Cyrus, you told me about your situation. You actually took sand to a beach when you seen this movie, man. Tell me your experience taking a black female to see this movie from her perspective. Like, what did she like opposed to what you laughed at?
Oh, well, both of us were laughing at the same thing.
Exact same thing, huh?
Yeah, but pretty much.
And the ride home, was y'all like discussing the movie?
Here and there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a nightcap? I'm fucking with you.
Oh no, you know.
I'm saying, yo, she didn't trip about the whole wig coming off thing. Like, did she look at you like, yo, motherfucker, you laughed a little hard at that part when the wig came off?
She laughed hard at me at that part. She laughed hard at me at that part. You know. Oh. Damn, thank God I ain't sent the link to this.
To the trailer? Yeah.
I'm saying thank God I ain't sent the link to this live.
Oh. No nightcap. Yeah.
No nightcap. No nightcap. But both of us were laughing hysterically, and the people in the crowd, like, it was. We basically were on the same page for the most part. I was laughing at a couple of other extra things that I caught and nobody else caught. Because just especially as us, as you know, me and TJ are filmmakers. So and Q, you're a filmmaker, and Rashad, you're like a black film aficionado, and we're of a certain age group.
Wait, what's that word you just used? A what?
Aficionado.
Aficionado.
Motherfuckers sound like Spanish.
Yeah. Okay, yo, whatever that shit is, that sounds smooth, man. I like that.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, you know, you're basically a black film connoisseur.
Thank you. That sounds even smoother.
Yeah. So there's certain things.
Black Cavassier, but it sounded like.
Yeah. Shit, keep it funky.
So like certain things that, like, because we're you know, we're acclimated with film heavily, we'll notice the little nuances in, like, you know, in there. Like I was telling TJ, like when Homeboy, and I don't think anybody noticed this, and I don't think anybody in the theater noticed this, but when Homeboy was rolling the trail mix like dice while he was eating them, you noticed that too, right? You noticed that? Yeah, I was dying.
Yeah. I don't know why we do that shit. Like we eating like Mike and Ike's or something, or whatever candy you have in your hand. You gotta shake the shit for like you gotta loosen it up.
Yeah. With they call them pollard seeds because sunflower seeds, they'd be like.
while we do that shit.
We spitting them out in the middle. Yeah, man. You're like, God damn.
Yeah, buddy. Yo, man, stuff like that have me rolling, bro.
Yeah.
Because my friend, one of my best friends, was like, "Yo, brothers, we just have this urge to, with any kind of, circular snack, that comes in bunches, or seeds or nuts, we just have an urge to just roll it like dice." And I was dying because I'm like, yo, I do that. It's something about Black folks. We just have this thing that is just, it's just ingrained in us through generations. That shit that we just do. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like when the gay brother, when he shifted in his chair, I brought this up earlier. When he shifted in his chair, I was dying. When he shifted in his chair. How many of y'all? Yeah. I mean, we all, everybody in here got Black mothers. We done seen our moms shift in their chair when they, weren't a fan of something once or twice. They
I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
They had a variation where they cross their arms. It's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The little things, man. The writing was on point, man. I really admire the writing, how authentic it was.
Yeah. It's almost like they had a checklist of everything that Black people do. Okay, we shake nuts and nuts. Well, that don't sound right, Paul. But, we shake nuts in our heads. We argue playing spades. Women are sensitive about their wigs coming off. It's like they had a checklist of every single Black thing we do. They had to put in the movie.
Yeah, light-skinned girl over being Black, to try to prove herself. Every single person who's militant I went to school with was like, they're leading the rallies. The first one in line to see Malcolm X. Yo, TJ, man, we front row. Like, God damn, man, how long you been, man? 6 o'clock this morning. Yeah. Pro-Black. I never understood that. But, in real life, they're trying to find our identity because we resemble each other. RASHAD, you're lighter, but there's no doubt that you're Black. Not in my eyes. But we can all walk into the room, do the what's up, and immediately and identify with each other easily. Look how it is now on YouTube, how well we get along. It's just a universal language that we have and the understanding that we have. We have strife in our life, ups and downs, and we try not to judge each other, try to be there for each other, if anything. Because on all of you guys, we all went through some hardships. And we kind of been there for each other, man. And that says a lot about how we are as people.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Well said. I got a quick question, dude. I don't know, it's been going through all my life, being Black. Do you guys go to the grocery store and put the extra bags under the sink still?
Yeah. Bro, hold on.
I had to tell my wife stop doing it because it's like I opened up the other bottom, but just filled with bags and bags from the grocery store, or the pots on top of the refrigerator.
Talking about the Walmart bags, I save a whole bunch. I got a whole damn counter of that shit, man. Yeah,
underneath the sink. I got them. A whole bunch of them underneath the sink right now. A whole bunch of them.
Me too. I just opened it and just like, what I'm saying, that shit come out like Jumanji and shit. Like,
let me tell you something. I'm gonna take a step further. Walmart bags under the sink, right? And also when you open the drawer, you got a whole bunch of duck sauce and soy sauce from the Chinese food store. Ketchup packets.
And the everything drawer. Yeah, it's duck packets in there, tape in there, old Jodeci cassette tape. You know what I'm saying? Taco Bell mile and hot sauce, son. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in that.
Yeah.
I call it my Black MacGyver drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always find a good surprise, and you're like, "Oh shit, this Patrick Ewing card. I've been looking for this for years." It happens to be in the everything drawer.
Like your car cannot start. Go in the kitchen and get not the garage. Go in the kitchen, look in that one drawer and get that thing I need for the car.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Shit, I even got a Crown Royal bag with some change in it.
Oh yes, the Crown Royal bag with the chain.
Crown Royal bag, yeah, I
My
got that from my
grandma.
daddy, man. Yeah, I got that habit from my daddy because my dad used to do that. You get a big ass Crown Royal bag and fill it up with change.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, my grandma used to have one of those. That's where all the precious goodies was at. You know what I'm saying? All the jewels was in a Crown Royal bag. Her snuff, money.
This. Yeah, how many of y'all had the big fork and spoon on the kitchen wall?
Oh yeah, my grandma had the big fork and spoon.
Yep. Yep. And if you was bad, you was unlucky enough to meet it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We didn't have it, but my mom's best friends had a big ass wooden and or they had the African mask on the side and the lips looked like this.
Yeah. Yo, TJ, do that again. Do that again. Do that again.
Yes.
Accurate, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely remember those.
Yeah. How about this? How about the living room you couldn't go into, and it always had plastic on the furniture, and then it had like a little rug. You couldn't even go in there. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't sit on it. Like you know what I'm saying?
You had plastic on the furniture, and you had the rug runner.
Yeah, the rug runner. You know what I'm saying? The rubber boy. You could even go in there. Like, what's the point of this? Is this a museum or some shit?
Hey, look, and have you ever felt the pain when that rug runner comes up and you fuck around, step on the bottom of it where it's sharp?
Yeah, like with all the Reggie, the rugged parts. Yeah, you step on that boy. Yeah, that burning like a mug.
Like in the summertime, you go visit your grandparents, and back then we wore them Slim Jim shorts. You know, they came all up. You still that plastic get up.
The fucking thing about it is over time, you know, because the plastic's supposed to like preserve the furniture, but after a while the plastic started getting all dingy and dirty and yellow and
dusty.
Shit.
Yeah.
Dusty, yeah. So it's like, what the support? So you come in and the couch looks like shit. Because the plastic's all dirty now.
When it was old, it turned burnt orange color.
Yeah. That orange, that dirty orange.
Like the sunlight had hit it at certain parts of the day over the years. Orange, this part is clear. I'm like, man, I've been smoking.
So,
I wonder if people still do that.
What's the point of having it on there if it's gonna look like shit when you come over?
Yeah. I wonder if that stuff still exists, like the plastic. Because I've seen people had it like in like 2000, you know what I'm saying? Like 99, 2000. I go to some girl houses like, what is this? Like, y'all really still have this? Like, what is this, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? 1989, you know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Yeah, no, my mom had it all the way into the 2000s, yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah, it exists.
Fresh with a girl back in the day. You move. I hear that.
Yeah. Y'all be in there being grown now.
That's the only place you can go to be alone because no one was allowed in there.
Yeah. But it was a dead giveaway, but you was busted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember Tupperware? It came in yellow, green, and brown. Every household. My mom still got her Tupperware to this very day, man. That shit.
Yeah. Damn. It saved the good glasses for when company came over.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that.
So if they make the Blackening 2, I hope they watch us taking notes. Make sure you put the rest of this shit in part 2 if they do one.
Well, speaking of part 2, everybody survived.
Except the first 2 people, right? Then they really got killed, didn't they? Because they made a joke
the girl who wig fell off. Like, I was asking my daughter, wait a minute, I don't remember seeing her die. I remember she ran out bald headed, but I don't remember what happened to her after that.
I thought everybody survived. Then they split up. There was 2
the man. Yeah.
There was 2 killers, and then there was a cop. So there's 6 people survived, but there was originally 7 or 9.
Yeah, the first 2 people, like the dude to do all the impressions. What's his name? Jay Farrell and the girl from Insecure, I guess, right? Because they showed them back. They showed them getting the axe picks to their chest or something like that. I don't remember exactly the kill, but I think they died.
No, well, the one girl she lived for a while because remember they had her strapped to a chair and then dude took a wig off, and she freaked out and ran out. And that's that's the last I remember seeing of her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because then she come up the stairs and she got pulled down into the darkness. And
I think so. Yeah, that's the last I saw of her. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Cool. So yeah. Like I thought the movie was funny though. Like when they were playing the Blackening, I was having the most fun on that part. But then they did try to lean into the horror though. Which was weird. Like you know what I'm saying? This is not y'all strength right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why they did that. You know,
trying to saying that earlier. I was saying that. Yeah.
To Saul. You know what I'm saying? Like just. This is what y'all good at. Y'all good at the, you know what I'm saying, making the you know what I'm saying, the Blackening jokes. I was having fun with it, playing with them. But then it got to some weird horror type thing that, like, I just didn't think they should have went that direction. You know what I'm saying? I think they should have kept it more lighter in tone with that. I think that worked better. Because it was a fight scene, I think, between one of the killers and outside. It was terrible, bro. It was like who filmed this shit, bro? Like I didn't understand it. Like, why is it that bad? Almost inexcusable as the Flash CG. I'm like, who did this?
which the director claimed was on purpose.
Nah, bro, ain't no purpose.
He said, no. Well, see, what people fail to understand is that we intentionally made the CGI bad because it shows how the Flash sees things in real time. You see. Like
okay, Batman Ben Affleck was riding a motorcycle and his cape looked so horrible.
Yeah,
it was atrocious. Like the Flash is not even seeing this at this point. You know what I'm saying? So the audience is seeing this shit. Like we can see you.
Yeah, two words for what the director did: damage control.
Damage control. Yeah. Although I did like some of the Blackening movie. I think I might about like a C with it. I just watched RASHAD before I came in. I'm about to see with it. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would have leaned more into their strengths because the cast was good. I did like the cast. Yeah. They were funny.
Yeah. And Q, as you see in the beginning of the video, bro, like I didn't plan this shit. I was like pulling out, right, about to leave. Pause. And what's up with my I keep saying like inappropriate shit like unintentionally, but I'm pulling out and I'm about to leave. And there happens to be a braid that came out of some chick's head. It was on the ground. I told my daughter, I said, I gotta get this.
And you pull out the Uncle Ruckus. That was pretty great.
Yeah. So I recorded, then I did my Uncle Ruckus voice saying like, "We look at these niggas. I can't come to the damn movie theater without niggas messing up everybody. Who the hell even braid in the middle of the street like that? Them damn niggas, I tell you."
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Yeah, but that was just somebody braid actually fell out. It was in the middle of the street. I said, "This is the most hood shit I've ever seen."
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it wasn't in there good.
So, how do you feel about the reveal of the killer? Did y'all see that coming? The nerdy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I seen that coming from 4 miles away. Yeah, I seen that one.
You knew the nerve was behind it, Q?
Yeah, I mean, I watch all the Scream movies over and over again. It's always the person, the little nerdy dude that's not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
The outcast, the outcast of the group.
Yeah. You watch any Scream movie, and then they all start breaking down the killer. Like he's the killer because he can do this, that, and the other. Like, he's probably the killer. He is the killer. Like, yeah, he knew it. It was him because he's the only one who just didn't fit in. You know, at all.
It makes sense. Now it makes sense. But at the time, I didn't see it coming. But looking back, because he was MAGA, you know, he voted for Trump twice, and you know, so he was what you considered a Sambo. You know what I mean? So narratively, it makes sense.
I do thought it was genius, though, the spades part, though.
How do you feel about his backstory? You know, getting drunk, hitting a lady, going to prison for 4 years.
Yeah, because he couldn't play spades. They didn't teach him. He got drunk and mad. I thought that was genius. I thought that was that's hilarious, bro. Because he didn't know how to play spades.
Because how many of y'all have either been a part of a spades game or watched a spades game where a fight broke out? Like, to me, that there's 3 games that bring out the worst in niggas: spades, Monopoly, and Uno, and dice.
Yeah. What about dominoes?
Ooh, dominoes.
I haven't seen it. I've seen people play dominoes and talk shit, but I've never seen no fight. Like, I've actually seen fights break out with spades and dice. And actually, I was part of a fight playing Monopoly. I got mad because I was losing. Yeah, I got mad because I was losing, and I forgot that my best friend was a lot stronger than me. So I tried him and got my ass whipped a little bit, probably, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, those games bring out the worst in us, man.
Let him renege. Let him renege.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I got slammed into a refrigerator because I landed on his property. I think he had like New York, you know, the orange ones, and I landed on New York, and I lost the game. I lost all my money, and I was talking shit to him. And next thing I got up, we locked up. He picked me up and slammed me into the refreder. Bam! I'm like, all right, you won, bro. You won.
Yeah. They don't play when it comes to them spades, bro, or Monopoly. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
or Street Fighter 2. I've seen some fights break out over Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, me and my brother had some vicious fights over Street Fighter 2. I like spitting each other's face.
We're doing the same move over and over again.
Yeah,
Stop
that's
it.
exactly what it was. He would beat my ass, and I spit. I spit on him, and then we just was rolling.
Ooh.
I was so bad, bro.
Yeah, I was moving furniture.
Over and over. Yeah. So yeah.
Y'all think 10 years from now, this will be a black classic?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't think so.
You don't think so, Q?
I don't know.
I mean, because there's movies that are actually bad, but you know that there's staples in the life. Okay, like for example, Baby Boy. All right, Baby Boy. Let's be real, is a bad movie, but I like it. And over years, it's a staple in like most black households. If you have BET, you've seen that movie over and over again. You know, so I think it's gonna be one of those where they're gonna play it on BET so much where it's gonna be quoted. It's gonna be quoted. It's gonna be, you know, they're gonna have a lot of things referenced to it. So yeah, there's a lot of bad black movies that people consider classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to go off topic, since you brought up BET, what's up with Tyler Perry, man, buying BET and VH1?
Yo, Tyler Perry's large, bro. I got nothing but respect for that brother.
I didn't know you got VH1 too. Yeah.
He bought them at the same time. BET and VH1, owned by a black man. Ain't that a trip?
That brother is large. You know,
That's beautiful.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Inspirational.
Yeah, and I always say, like, because my daughter asked me, she was like, you know, all these conspiracy theories about, you know, like Michael Jackson and Prince, like all these powerful, prominent black figures that got taken out by the so-called higher ups because they were getting too powerful. I said, well, Tyler Perry's in a different category. You can see the difference between Tyler Perry and Mike and Prince, and then Mike and Prince depended on the powers that be on their money. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry's funded by us. You know what I'm saying? So all the plays, all his movies, black people go to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? So the powers that be can't fuck with him because he never needed them to begin with. He's always been in his own lane. You know what I'm saying? He stays in his lane. You know, Tyler Perry knows his movies ain't going to gross $200 million, but he still was able to build an empire. You know what I mean? So to me, that's the difference.
The budget is cheap. He knew his demographic. He knew to show up that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. He made his money back in days.
Right.
That was genius, man. And on top of that, he was the first person to really made it possible. You couldn't dub his DVDs. Hell, Disney couldn't do that. He came up with the technology. Man, you ain't dubbing my shit. Sorry, you can try.
Really? I didn't know that. I never tried dubbing this shit, but I never knew that.
Yeah, man.
He said, "Don't try to dub it." You ain't trying to never dub, the Medea movie, so.
Back.
I mean, with the VHS tapes, the stage plays, you know, but the DVDs, nah.
Yeah, man, he's beyond years, man, and he's definitely a role model from a business standpoint. I mean, he is Black Hollywood, man.
Yeah, facts.
I'm wondering what he's gonna do now. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how the program is gonna change because let's be honest, nobody cared about BET for the longest. Like I don't even go to the channel because it ain't nothing on that boy.
It's trash.
To watch.
Trash.
You know
what's on there? Programs. He has like 2 hit shows on there. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I hope he do a little bit more with the channel, especially BET, because it's been lacking for a while. You know,
man, look, I stopped fucking with BET ever since Free and AJ broke up on 106 and Park, man. You know what I'm saying? After they left, man, and Rap City, Tigger left Rap City, I stopped fucking with BET.
Yeah. And I think that's what the decline of it after 106 and Park and Rap City was they didn't really have any strong programming to keep it playing, and it was owned by Yeah, Time Warner. Yeah, super, white conglomerate people. I don't think they really care what's going on the channel or VH1 for that matter. You know what I'm saying?
Johnny Simpson left a long time ago with what's that, Video Soul?
Johnny Simpson with the little fro.
Yeah, Video Soul. Yep.
Hey,
and the squinty little eyes.
What was her name? She was fine as hell. His co-host. What's her name? Kelly Kim or
Yeah.
something?
Oh, I can't remember. I know you're talking about though.
Yeah. Williams or some shit, boy. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, she was
then late at night they showed those Hey Love commercials. This is a fantastic album, man. Let me borrow it. Oh no, my brother, you got to get your own.
You got to get Miss Mahalia Jackson. Yeah.
Now, what's that show? What's it called? Comic View used to come on there.
Yeah, Comic View.
Comedy. I should love that. All them little clips. That was funny.
Yeah. What y'all know about BT Uncut late at night?
Yeah. Good old. But hopefully Tyler Perry doesn't pull a Jay-Z. Like, remember when Jay-Z took over Def Jam? And he made Def Jam all about Jay-Z, and Rock Nation. So I hope Tyler Perry don't come in there and just make BET the Tyler Perry channel. You know what I'm saying? Where 90% of the content is going to be all Tyler Perry related. That'll be whack. I say bring back the integrity of how it used to be when black people first fell in love with BET. You know what I mean?
Well, man, what me and talk about. BET should be a platform now for up and coming directors, indie directors, to get the shows publicized in front of a big audience.
Yeah, I think you got a point.
To go to Netflix. I mean, this is old school TV. We're still with commercials. I think, man, it'd be like back in the days when you watch Soul Train and you only see black commercials during Soul Train hour.
Right.
He can bring it to like that. So black shows, up and coming directors, real content that we appreciate. Man, interviews with people we want to have interviews with. That can be dope, man.
And I hope he does. But historically, Tyler Perry's always been a one-man show. Even when he did try to bring in writers for, I forgot what show it was, but he was trying to, do something different and bring some writers in. But I guess they didn't write up to his standards. So he became, once again, writer, director, producer, wig specialist. You know what I'm saying? The guy, he's a one-man army. You know what I mean? And it's like, now, you're this mogul, bro. Like you said, step back. And let some of these other talented brothers and sisters come in and do their thing.
Because all type of stuff, man. Because man, I don't know. Videos always. Me personally, I would show old school videos 24/7, like on VH1. If he owns that, I'm Shalimar, old school Michael Jackson, DeBarge, Cool 24/7, old school black videos. That's something you can turn on and leave it on all day while you clean the house and barbecue outside.
What?
That would be dope. Whack ass game shows they had on there.
On VH1?
Tell me something good. Remember that show?
No, I don't remember that one.
It's in the 90s. Tell me something good.
What, like it was like a sitcom or a reality show or what?
No, it was a game show.
It was a game show. Oh.
Please Google it. It's bad.
Damn. Never heard of those.
Yeah, man. And bring comedy jam back in a way to BET, we comedy, man, good black comedians. And now that black owned, okay, we can be black as possible now and really do that.
Yeah, I agree too. Because I hope they don't lean heavily into the reality TV shows. I got nothing against them though, but that's what they are now. VH1, like with the Black Ink and all that. Yeah, I hope they bring, like you said, give up and coming filmmakers to try to. They should take a note from Tubi in that way, what I'm saying, and let people actually get on the platform to, has to be approved, of course, and all that. But that's what I would like to see, from a Tyler Perry studio, give other people a chance to come up.
That'd be real dope. I would love them to bring back Teen Summit.
Oh, Teen Summit.
Yeah.
That was the shit.
Hell yeah. They had stars. They would perform and they would interview them.
And it had a positive message.
It was fine with her deep voice. Yeah.
You talking about Nanda?
Yeah, buddy.
Nanda was fine.
Yeah.
She was like TLC chili fine.
Chili, exactly. I was about to say. Exactly what I was about to say. They look like sisters.
My man Coolest came through. What's good?
Cool. What's up, fam?
Cool.
Unfortunately, Ratchet TV is in right now, so I don't know what's going to change that trend. But like most sisters I talk to down here, that's all they watch is Ratchet TV. Those trashy reality shows.
My wife be having me watching that shit. I was like, man,
yeah,
sure would be like to watch John Wick. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta compromise, and it'd be ratchet than the ratchets. Like everything, like, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, why you buy me a present on my birthday? You know it's my birthday. You know what I'm saying? And then what? And then I fight.
It's embarrassing, man. That shit started with Flavor Flav, man. When Flavor of Love dropped, that show was such a hit. And then they came out with I Love New York, and then Charm School and all that. And then Ratchet TV was birthed from that.
It's like roaches, though. They will spawn off the other one. Like somebody will get on that show for a Flavor New York, then New York will have a show. Then a flunky from New York will have a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, like they created ratchet opportunities.
Yeah.
For themselves.
Blame it on American Idol. The ones that failed became superstars. Remember the Asian dude? Other show and have an interview. But you know what I miss? And Q, you might remember this, man. When BET first came out, they played nothing but old black classics from the 1930s.
From the 1930s?
From a long time ago. They had some old school black movies. And sometimes they had white people in them, but black classics I've never, ever seen.
I vaguely remember it a little bit. Now I remember, you know what I'm saying, like a little black and white on there, but like, that was when it first came out.
Kind of like Cabin in the Sky, stuff like that.
Yeah, like Ruby P, like the movie she was in, like the original Robinson story that played baseball. She was in a movie with the real Robinson. It was an old school black and white movie, but it aired on like way back in the day. I mean, there's some black classics that no one knows about with all black cast.
Well, bro, that's what I've been searching for, man. On my channel lately, I've been just on a mission trying to find those hidden black gems that not many know about. And I've been finding some good ones. Found a couple of stinkers, but I did find some really good ones though.
That's good shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's OG content, instead of like when we was talking about trying to be in this rat race, be first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that. That's why I put no reviews out in a while. I've been like, I don't know.
If Tyler Perry got the money, buy the license, man, get them old black sitcoms, man. Like the ones that are kind of rare, you don't see no more.
Like That's My Mom and stuff like that.
They got a show on BT Plus that my wife has. Got some comedian. It's like a almost like a rated, I wouldn't say rated R sitcom, but it's a lot of cussing in it. Yeah, the Miss Pat show. Yeah. It's really good though. You guys will love it. It's a Miss Pack show because she's a comedian. She curses and she talks to their kids like they some real kids though. You know what I'm saying? Like some real kids and shit. Yeah. It's really good though.
I would love to see the Bernie Mac show come back. Or what's the other one? The D.L. Hughley show was funny as hell, man.
It's a great.
I might be the minority here. I never thought the Bernie Mac show was funny. But listen, I love Bernie Mac. All right, before you crucify me, I love Bernie Mac. But I'm used to, I guess because I'm so used to seeing Bernie Mac being Bernie. What the fuck you talking about? You little something, bitch. So to see him go from that to now you kind of doing the Huxtable thing, I don't know. The Bernie Mac show to me just wasn't funny.
And also, it changed the genre a little bit. They took out the laugh track, or it wasn't a live show.
Right.
Okay, it's time to laugh. Well, Bernie Mac didn't have that. And you're right, man. It was hard to adjust because he was always talking to the screen, breaking the fourth wall too. And that was kind of putting. He was before his time. I appreciate it now more. Not that it was funny, but I appreciate it for his different way of, bringing something live to the camera.
Yeah, because I remember Bernie Mac always complained about not having his own. Like we did Kings of Comedy, he was like, "Yeah, they don't want to see me on TV. Just what the fuck I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say? What the fuck I'm gonna say? You know." So when they finally did give him his own show, he really dialed it back big time. And I'm like, dude, that's not the Bernie. That's not the Bernie I like, man. You know, I like raunchy, shit talking. I wasn't, you black son of a bitch. You know, that's the Bernie I like.
Or either bring back In Living Color. I don't know the
Hell
one.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. Just a black, like a show like that, like with skits and stuff would be great.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go old school, bring back the old Richard Pryor show. A lot of people ain't seen that back in the day.
Man, that show was so ahead of its time.
Yeah. You got there's a lot of black content that is sitting on the shelf that a lot of the people in this new generation don't even know about. That's actually pretty.
Now, remember that show Rock? Used to come on, I think, either before or after Living Color. Yeah, with the Garbage Man, Charles S. Dutton. Dope ass show. Like, that was one of the first shows that they actually, one of the first sitcoms that they filmed live. Remember they had Rock live?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it just disappeared. Like, you can't even find the reruns anywhere.
They had a more serious tone too, because it wasn't all a comedy, jokey joke. It was like some real serious, you know what I'm saying? I thought that show was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was before its time because they said they did it live. But
Yeah, so I think Rock had like 3 or 4 seasons and it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Fox took it away. We never saw it again.
Fox just took it away because the ratings weren't terrible. I just watched the thing on that. You know what I'm saying? They just
I remember political episodes on there, and that kind of did Rock like they did Arsenio Hall when he had
Farrakhan,
Elijah Muhammad on. Not him, Farrakhan. But
Farrakhan.
Yeah. That's the next day.
For real?
Damn.
I didn't know that. Damn.
Network told him. He said, "Man, I'm bringing him on to interview him," and he thought he was bigger than the network, and they got in that ass.
Damn, that's messed up. Cause it was Arsenio Hall. That's what I remember. It was just gone in a day or something. I remember like watching it, sneaking up, watching it at night, and then blinking of my eye, it was just gone. Like damn.
And mind you, I never watched Johnny Carson. I never watched what's his name, Leno. I never watched none of that shit. But when Arsenio was on, I tuned in like every night to watch that.
You always had artists on there rapping.
Tupac,
come on at least every year and kick it with him. Remember Michael Jackson came out and gave Eddie Murphy an award on the show? Chris Rock, his first debut of comedy was on the Arsenio Hall show.
Oh, wow.
Never knew that. First
started live audience on Arsenio. Oh, wow. I remember seeing Kid and Play, Third Base perform. Everybody on that show.
Bro, shout out to Arsenio and Keenan, man. Yeah, because those are the first two brothers that actually put rap acts on stage that you otherwise would never have seen. Because Keenan did the same thing with The Living Color. Like, he would bring KRS-One on there and, Eric B. and Rakim. Now, these are cats we listen to on tape, on wax, but we never actually seen them. Like, now we're seeing them on network TV. Like, that was a bug out for the time.
And not only that,
right.
Heavy D did like 3 seasons in a row opening and had different versions of it and performed live on the show.
Right.
Had a live DJ, whether it was the live DJ. Man, Living Color was way before its time.
Yeah, way before its time, yeah.
How many people have spawned?
J-Lo?
Fox. Jennifer Lopez.
Right.
David Allen Greer.
Jim Carrey.
Davidson. Yeah, Jim Carrey. Tommy Davidson.
Tommy Davidson. Man.
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx.
Younger brothers, Sean and Marlon. And Kim with her tall, fine.
Yeah,
because Keenan put his whole family on, man. Like, if you watch A Living Color and look at the credits, you'll see 80% Wayne's on there. You know, whether it be Rip or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Was it uncle or something on the show? He employed his family.
He brought his whole family. Yeah, even his older brother who wasn't a performer, but his older brother you saw in some skits. But he was always the background guy, but he still always put him in there though.
Oh, we didn't mention Damian Wayans. Damn.
Yeah, Damian Wayans. Yo, Damon. Yeah, Damon. Yep.
Hilarious.
Homie don't play that. So
I remember my feelings got hurt because he left. Remember, he left after season 3 to do. He wanted to have a movie career, so he left season 3 and did More Money. So even though that was one of my most anticipated movies of that summer, I was 12. I didn't know any better. But
the soundtrack was good.
Yeah, the soundtrack was dope. But I was such a big fan of the show. Like, I was looking forward to that more than Batman Returns and all the big movies that came out that summer. I'm like, no, I want to see More Money and Boomerang. Like, those are 2 big black movies at the time. But when Damon left me, my feelings were hurt. I'm like, damn, we ain't gonna get no more Homie the Clown.
Yeah.
He did the Jermaine Jackson. He left the group while it was hot. Thought he was everybody else.
Hey, speaking of More Money, and I'm not sure if I'm the only one that thinks this, but there's another movie that reminds me so much of More Money. There's a movie called Strictly Business. Y'all remember that movie?
Yeah.
Strictly Business. Tommy Davidson.
Yeah.
Halle Berry.
First movie. Yeah. That's the first time I think I've seen Halle Berry. I was like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean?
The Cosby was on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Those movies, for some reason, they remind me so much of each other.
I like that movie a lot. Yeah. I used to watch it over and over again. Yeah.
They had some similarities, well, kinda. I guess. Yeah, I don't know what. Well, yeah, what do they have in common? I can't answer that one.
The cinematography was very much similar.
Yeah.
And then they had the fine, love interest,
Stacey Dash.
And
before she lost her fucking mind.
Yeah.
Yep. And then there was the brothers like working in corporate.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the similarities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, brothers working in corporate. And
then I think there was a whack spouse in Strictly Business. There was a whack spouse and More Money in Strictly Business. It was the dude's wife who was whack, and More Money. Stacey Dash's boyfriend was whack.
Amber, let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, remember Strictly Business went to that fancy party? He embarrassed him. He walked. You bring no back here.
Yep.
She got black real quick, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
That's how they do. Sorry, but y'all do that. You know what I'm saying? At first, y'all be like sophisticated, but let that wig fall off. Oh my God.
Bring your black back here.
Yeah, get your black back here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I see it all the time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at first they're like, yes, so and what I want to say is, but piss them off. Oh, let me tell your motherfucking ass something. Whoa, wait a minute.
Think about it. Every movie we mention can be on TV right now under Tyler Perry, and I'll be glued to the TV. Those 90s black classics, man. Mm-hmm. It was a great revelation of us doing films again. Even like movies like that are rated PG, like Crooklyn. That would be cool to see that on BET. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Black movies, man.
Yeah. What do you think is the most played movie on BET, man? I gotta say it's between Soul Plane and Baby Boy. I think those are like the most played movies on BET like ever.
Stop showing. Take out of rotation, man. Play something like, and yeah. Remember that movie like Mississippi Masala with Denzel and that Indian girl?
Yeah.
Shit like that. Real cinema. Black
Right.
Yeah, they definitely need that. And even back in the day, like back in the early 2000s, they would like showcase indie feature films that, I would end up coming to love. There's this movie that they used to play a lot. This movie called Rage and Discipline, and it stars Eamon Joseph, who went on to play Uncle Jerome in Snowfall.
I was about to say, that sounds like Jerome. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So it was a film. It was a film about boxers versus the neighborhood hood cats, and it was a dope little indie joint. I went as far as to purchase it on DVD because I loved it so much. Because I was getting into indie film at the time, and I'm studying other indie films. So they used to do that with their programming back in the day on BET, and I hope they would bring that back. Like you said, showcase up and coming indie directors to give them a voice. You know what I'm saying? On a regular basis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or maybe platform like BET. Yeah. Give artists a chance, you know what I'm saying, to showcase their film, even if it's like a segment of it, you know, it could be one every day, or, you know what I'm saying, like 5 days a week, you know, from different filmmakers, indie filmmakers coming up. That'd be dope. I watch that all the time.
Exactly.
Have contests or have something that you distribute money to help these young producers and directors, you know?
Absolutely.
Kind of like that show that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck did for HBO, where was it called?
Yeah.
Green Light something like
Green Light.
that.
Yeah.
So have a black version of that where you have, you know,
like
two high profile, you know, black names in Hollywood, and, you know, like you say, have a short film contest or a film contest, and that could determine who's the next, you know, the next big thing.
Yeah, because imagine doing shorts in the style of American Idol. You got like 10 filmmakers. Then it's 6. And you have a week to make a film each week. Each week got to make a short film, 15. Yeah. I mean, to me, that'd be dope.
Dope as hell.
Yeah.
And when you get down to the final 2, whoever wins, hey, you got a contract
to make your film.
You get a $10 million budget.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. You get a writer's room. You get everything at your disposal from a studio, Tyler Perry Studios, and you fly to Atlanta and shoot your movie in his studio. I mean, that would be dope.
Yeah, that'd be
Tyler.
fun.
God damn.
Yeah.
Now, Q. Now you mentioned something, and this is something that's along the lines of what TJ and I have been discussing. You mentioned something like how Tubi is basically an open platform that up and coming filmmakers are able to showcase their stuff. Now, I will say this: as much as you know, folks clown Tubi, myself included. Tubi, there's 2 things there. Tubi cuts checks, and Tubi is really an incubator for, you know, up and coming filmmakers, whether, you know, the film is good or bad. You know what I'm saying? It's basically an open platform to showcase, you know, your films. Now, how do you feel? Like, do you think Tubi will, you know, turn the corner and start being more selective on what they have on there, or do you think that their business model is thriving and it'll just continue to, you know, be what it is?
Yeah, I think it will grow. I think that's the best thing they got going over with Tubi, with giving people, you know what I'm saying, a platform to put their films on there. You know, I think we just had one of our YouTube guys, what's his name? Was Dave from Interpretive Stars. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
just put his movie. Yeah, he put his movie on, on Tubi. So like, they will give you the platform to put the movie on Tubi. So I think they thrive off the movie. Plus, the platform right now is free, and you know, and because and they still got Hollywood movies on there. Because I think I recorded Fright Night off of that for a review. So I think it will thrive off of independent filmmakers. I think that's the place right now. That's why what you know what I'm saying, what Black Texas saying, like, if Tyler Perry to get on there, you know what I'm saying, and make these type of shows to showcase more indie filmmakers, you know, that'd be good too. But I think Tubi, a Spielberg or Jordan Peele is going to come from there. You know what I'm saying? One day it's going to be something that's so undeniable that they see it on Tubi, then it's going to go to the, you know what I'm saying, to the cans and all that, and it's going to be a film like that. It's only a matter of time. It's just so new right now. You know, being there for a couple of years, just give it time. They're like, yeah, an awesome filmmaker is going to come from that.
So do you think the stigma of Tubi being the home of subpar films is going to die down?
Subpar films? You mean like, what some of the films that's on there right now?
Yeah, because Tubi don't turn nothing down, and that's the beauty of their business model, because they're ad revenue based, and that's why it's free. So they're eating regardless. You know what I'm saying? So like, do you think? Yeah, nah.
It's a great business model.
It's a great business model. They're not going to change that. They're not going to change that.
No, they're not going to change that.
I mean, unless they start losing money, unless, you know, sponsors pull out or, you know, whatever, and then they have to have no choice. But right now, that's the perfect place for, you know, young filmmakers to put their stuff on.
Free,
and
they
a lot of people watch it. A lot of people watch Tubi.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's free, and they got commercial movies on there and all type of movies ain't nobody seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
How
got
bad or
classics on
good
there.
they are.
Classics on there too.
Yeah.
Classic joints on there. Yeah, shit.
Classic joints.
Half my family saw me die on Tubi. I told everybody, I said, "Hey, man, I'm in a movie on Tubi." I said, "But I died in the first 15 minutes." So they usually watch up to the point where I get killed and they turn it off. But
Have y'all all watched the whole movie? What's it called again?
The Secret Scene.
Have you all seen it from beginning to end?
I have not.
Nah, I haven't, but I was at the. I think we saw the table read. We had the table read thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't make it. I didn't make it through the table read, man. Like I was dozing off like real bad.
Yeah. It wasn't engaging. You know what I'm saying? Not to take. That's really ambitious that he put that whole film out and everything. But I didn't understand what was going on in the. It was very confusing. I didn't get it.
All I know is something about the great beyond and the great green beyond and
Because
sorry, Dave.
Compared to his mom, and she looked a lot older than you. I remember that. And
because David thinks I'm an old motherfucker. That's why.
Wait a minute. So wait, you guys were in the film, and
the proportions were so different because you was hella big and he was hella small. He was like,
and mind you, I'm already a big nigga. So now you make me even larger, and then you stand next to
So wait a minute. So you guys
mom? That is mom in real life?
I think that's his actual mom. Yeah.
She was running to you like this. She was. Was you like a mean boss or something? What was you again in the movie?
I had one line.
Yeah, well, I was involved. I was involved in, I guess, the secret scene or whatever. So I guess that they were coming after me. They were coming after me to kill me. So I came inside all frantic, like, "Hey, lock the doors, don't go anywhere. They're coming after us." Doing my best acting shit.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I'm on the ground, dying, taking my last breath. Look after your mother. Find your brother. Secret scene.
So let me ask you, so fellas, wait a minute. Y'all in the movie, y'all didn't even finish the joint.
No.
I didn't finish it. I'm sorry, Dave. Man.
Yo, TJ's in the beginning. Okay, TJ's in the first 3 minutes.
I can sit up here and lie.
Yeah. I think Q was in the beginning. Yeah, so we were all kind of in the beginning, and after I died, I stopped the shit.
Yeah. I got to watch that part too. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm good. Because it got really wordy, bro. Like it wasn't interesting. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. I don't want to diss another filmmaker and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. But man, it was rough.
But what, Q? But what?
But what? You didn't want to diss another filmmaker, but what?
I said it was just rough. It was rough to get through. It was I leave it there.
Yo, all right.
Like I said earlier, a hard time following what the story was. I remember he found a stick that said top secret on there, and then I remember everybody I know on YouTube was in the movie. I know Dave, what's his name?
Mike.
Did you see that? Really big part.
Yeah.
I think Anthony A. Perez was the villain towards the end. I started skipping through it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I was confused. And I got to the end. So because stuff that was in the trailer wasn't in the movie. And I was confused. I remember he was hanging on the train like Tom Cruise at one point.
Yeah. I couldn't follow it, man. Like, and it was just the dialogue. Like, if I'm gonna watch a movie that's really dialogue heavy, it has to be like Tarantino type writing where the dialogue will pull me in. You know what I'm saying? But if it's just constant you're gonna lose me after a while, man.
Very ambitious, though. Yeah, it was ambitious for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what threw me off. That phone kept ringing. That digital phone. On the internet. That laptop phone. That like 100. That was over and over, and it kind of pulled me out a little bit. I was trying to follow it real to the best of my ability, man, but it took a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
It's hard to do a movie.
But technically, how he was able to put that together was very impressive because we're all like at different parts of the world and shit. So he was able to take all of our footage and make it look like, we were all in the same place. So
or talking to you.
Like you said,
right.
Very ambitious. Yeah.
That's a social distancing film for that ass.
Yeah. So he made it off of green screens and computer footage, which is very ambitious. Only thing movie I seen work is that movie with like Missing and the other one. Yeah, the one before that, Searching.
Yeah.
And that was done very well. But he did it himself and got it on Tubi. So like kudos to him. But like it was a rough watch, but Just being honest, man. But I'm proud of.
I mean, but he told me some people were trying to pirate it, so I guess it's doing okay.
Oh, okay.
See that's
it's only $1 though. Like in it, like it's only like $2.
Something like that. I don't know. He said somebody was trying to pirate the shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I see this.
Look, it might have a cult following, man. Have a cult following.
That's the thing about being a filmmaker, man. Being a filmmaker is hard, and Spike Lee said it best. It's even hard to make a bad movie. You know what I'm saying?
It's harder to make a bad movie.
He said it's even hard to make a bad movie. Like filmmaking is just hard, man. And so, I like you all said, man. Props to him for getting it done, getting it out there, getting it distributed, because it's not easy to make a film.
No, man.
On the flip side, when my joint comes out, I just don't want people to be like, well, at least he finished it. I don't want that. I don't want my joint to be like that, man. So
but man,
hopefully,
you release it to the public. That's the agony and the beauty of it, man. Put all that into it, release it. Because right now, I'm doing test screenings. My film's not done yet; it's 85% done. But I feel confident enough you can follow the story. And the test screenings are so far so good, man. I think you guys are going to enjoy it, man. But of course, you guys it's early, so don't worry about it.
Cool.
Yeah. That's why I have fun. It's hard. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say, and I guess the harsh reality is as a filmmaker too. I guess is that no matter how good your film is and how many people like it, there's always gonna be that certain few where like, man, you see that werewolf movie that guy did, man? Look, hey, people talk about it was good, man. That shit was trash, bro.
Yep. That's how it is.
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it shocks me, like having this little community that we have. It shocks me sometimes the hot takes some people have of some of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying? Like movies that I hold dear to my heart, and they're like, "Man, I didn't like that. The fuck you talk? Then you get offended. The fuck you talking about? You ain't like it? You fighting shit.
Yeah, RASHAD. Because that Barbarian.
Man, I don't want to talk about that hairy nipple no more.
Baby.
What movie? You was about to bring up a movie. You was about to say something about a movie before we went off on a tangent.
Oh no! I was just saying, like, it's like how filmmaking is hard. Like, it's just like I got a lot of pretty good equipment. I be trying to make some stuff with some movies, but I ain't got nobody to make a movie with and shit. So I can't be you can be the cameraman and be in it at the same time, but some TV you just need other people to react off of it. And it just like people just don't be with it. Like I just went to the hood and shoot my boy movie again, and he's talking about you got all these people ready. It's all Sunday. We get down there, and nobody want to show up. Well, I know it's this early, this late. You got to deal with all that stuff, especially you ain't really paying people like that. So, I know how to do. So that's why I got to do the characters.
Yo, that's why I felt. That's why I stopped kind of doing skits because, like you said, Q, like I be having ideas that I want to do, but it's these sorry motherfuckers that surround me that I'm like, hey, I want you to play this part, I want you to play that part. Like, remember that skit I did that Moonshine to Kill You?
Yeah, I love that.
And I had the young lady in my video. Like, man, it was like pulling teeth to finally get her on camera, man.
Yeah,
like,
everybody
every time I'd be like, yo, come on, do it. Well, I got something to do today, and then tomorrow I gotta go pick up my daughter. And I said, well, when can you come? And then when she comes, I only have like 10 minutes to work with her because she has to leave again. So I said, man, fuck this, man. So that's why I stopped doing little skits on my channel, or sketches, I should say.
Man, it's good though. They be good, man. I be enjoying them. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's
They
hard.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah. It's a lot of work sometimes.
Yeah,
You know?
like I like the hardest one I did. The hardest one I did was when I did that little Coming to America sketch where I played the barber, the guy in the chair,
Oh
the
yeah.
old Jewish guy,
Yeah, I remember that one.
and then the preacher. So I
Yeah.
played 4 characters right in the same sketch, but I would like film my part, stop it, set everything all up all over again, play that part, then I might try to remember where I was so it looks, seamless.
Yeah,
And
and
that was
change
a
the
bitch to
clothes.
shoot.
Yeah. Change clothes. Yeah, I know all about those. Yeah, but they're fun to do. But like, it's only like sometimes only be you. So it's only be rough.
Right.
If I cut out here, I might have to go get my other camera about like 1%. So.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So if I cut out, I just let you know.
Yeah.
Jump back in. But yeah. Heck yeah.
I was talking to Cyrus a couple of months ago. Man, I have a lot of stuff that I've written for ideas of films that I haven't released yet. They're like in my little Prince vault. I'm like, Prince, got a whole thing. And I have a comedy that I wrote about it's a metaphor for the N-word, but it's called Knitters. And I had all the sketches in my mind. Let's say you're getting pulled over by the cops. Hey, sir, you know where I pulled you over for? No, I'm not sure, officer. Well, you knitters, blah, blah, blah. And every time you say the word knitters, you show the person that he's talking to, they're actually knitting for real. During the course of the conversation, like let's say you're a young black couple moving into a white neighborhood, old man on the porch swinging in his wheelchair, rocking chair. Oh boy, the neighborhood's gone bad. We got some knitters in here, and he shows his wife over here, and doing some knitting. So I'm writing some sketches right now. I got some stuff I've written before, and if I pull this off, man, I will send you all like a 5-minute part.
Okay.
And film our parts, and we put it all together. I'm gonna try to do a series like every so many months called The Knitters, and of course, it's a metaphor for the N-word, how people really think about us. But when you put it in context like that, where it's in your face and it's absolutely ridiculous, it makes people and make them laugh at the same.
Make them laugh, yeah. I like that, bro. I like that, and we're not getting a lot of that now because everything is so PC and sensitive now. You can't even put out creative content like that without offending. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Like, because bro, like when you tell me that, it sounds brilliant. But then you put it out there, oh my God, he's so racist. Why would you put such racist filth on there like that? Like, no, you totally missed the point of what he was saying.
Exactly.
That shit get on my nerves, man. Like, dude, like we can't be that stupid. You know.
But man, I think I'm gonna take a shot at it,
Yeah.
Like I said, I ran it by a couple they love the idea, and I can get my kids involved, get some other people around the neighborhood. And even your part can be just a one-man show because you're good at that. But it's just because people are really comfortable using that word, and behind our backs is used all the time. But when you really lamest terms, and you see somebody with a yarn or a ball of yarn doing like this, why they've been called the N-word, it's like, okay, I get the point, And just little small sketches, just something that's abrasive but clever at the same time. I'm gonna take between the 4 of us. I think we can pull it off, man. I think that should be funny.
Yeah. Nah, I love the idea, bro.
All right, cool, man.
Yeah.
That is clever, sure.
Something we can do. We don't have to be together. We can piece it all together. And now another thing I was telling Cyrus, hey, I ain't got to direct every single episode. You can direct your own episode. Like director's credit, produced by Blacktastic Media. I'm trying to do like a little miniature studio. Like pitch your stuff together best as you can. Hey, RASHAD directed this because we all done skits and we're all good at it.
Yeah.
Even if you come up with an idea for the premise, I'm like, dude, let's run with it. Dude, run with it. I'll get it together and edit it. Boom. Written and directed by RASHAD, produced by Blacktastic Media. Little skits like that, man. I think it'll freshen up people's channel and get people talking and show the talent that we all have, man. With the
facts. Yeah, nah, definitely, man. Look, I'm about to get on some Drake tonight in a little bit, so yeah, I'm sure my creative juices will start flowing once that whiskey kick in.
Yeah, I had a few, like, my kids are biracial. They have Asian. So I'm thinking, my son tells me stories that are true. All his friends are Indian, Asian, Black, Hispanic, you name it. And they be talking and hanging out. And I said, hey, man, dude, it's cool that you got a Black dad. My son was like, yeah, it is cool. Yeah, my dad's Black. What's going on? I got the best of both worlds. I'm tall enough to be Black, taller than most Asians. I got muscle like a Black person. He's a good-looking kid. They said, man, we know you so well. Can we use the N-word around it? My son said, no, you cannot.
Ooh.
Story, but I think that'd make a good skit for the Nick. And my other favorite one, getting pulled over by the cops. What are you guys doing here in our neighborhood? Are you selling drugs? Literally, they're knitting as it, no, officer, we're not here to sell drugs. I'm here to visit my friend for a backyard boogie. And the other one I written was, a young couple moving into a white neighborhood. And as they're walking down the block with the real estate agent, all these people come out their house with their, pretty meditated thoughts about, oh boy, there goes the neighborhood property value. As we're walking with the agent, and my wife is like knitting, those damn knitters. And you sort of, it'd be like a punchline. Oh my God. Oh,
okay.
Knitters. And they show them doing like this, and it'll be up in your face with that music, sound effects, boing, something like that. That's in your.
Okay. Wait, so let me ask, how'd you come up with that idea, man? Like, where did that come from? I'm just curious. That's actually brilliant, man.
This is when I was writing a lot of my poetry books, right? And I was laying in bed, and I was just thinking, because I like to do funny stuff, and I tell stories that are pretty funny when I was doing open mic poetry and stuff. And I was laying in bed with this honey bun. I leaned over and said, I got an idea. I'll run this by you. How would you feel if I did a show called Knitters, but it's a metaphor for the N-word? She goes, I gave her an example, and she laughed so hard that she farted.
Damn. I just came on the good part.
She farted
so hard she farted.
When was this?
I think I got something. She goes,
when was this?
I said, let me. She goes, tell the same story to my son, who was a teenager. I said, hey man, here's a story. Imagine a couple of teenagers driving. And I told him the premise and how I did it, and he started laughing, and she was laughing, and she was draped all over herself. Oh my God! So I did a couple of test, copies of telling the story, and everybody thought, they said, dude, that is brilliant. And to sit with a ball of yarn and you're actually knitting a sweater or something, he says, man, it's so in your face and it's so obnoxious at the same time, so absurd, it works.
Right.
I'm like, okay. So I start getting little small ideas of like a 3-minute, 2-minute skit. I'm thinking, if we all did a part, 2-3 minutes, and maybe every quarter we drop one. That's 4 times we drop an episode of the Knitters. And I want to come up with a theme song, dun 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 with the Knitters, whatever.
Kind of like that Dave Chappelle skit. Niggers.
Never let no niggas like you in this place.
Family.
I'm thinking a song, and I even thought even if Q, if you wanted to animate it one of the episodes, something animated. My man Cyrus makes beats, and we can all pull this together, do it like a joint production. And man, I think it'd be
that'd be awesome. It's funny you say that about the animation, because Unreal just released this thing that with your iPhone, if you own an iPhone, and you send me these files and you do your take, it can look like James Cameron shit. I'm working on it now, trying to protect it. So like if Rashad send me it got to calibrate it first, and then you send me a take of what you want to say, I can have that shit looking fire. I'm working on a Tupac one right now. I made a Tupac that ESPN used. I made Pac. You remember seeing that video? I made them, but then ESPN seen it, and they wanted to use it for their 50 years of hip hop. So I'm working on a little rap for Pac, and it's working out good. So I'm just sitting here just like singing, I ain't mad at you, you know what I'm saying? And take that performance capture and place it right on Tupac, and the mouth really moves, because you remember I was doing it at first, and the mouth was kind of like, hello, Q. No, now it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send you every nuance of your face. It gets. It's unbelievable. It just came out like a couple days ago, so I'm still figuring out all the bumps and ends of it. But yeah, we definitely can do that, and I can do it quick too. Like, you know, once I get your performance, it's like bam, bam, bam. Okay, you know, do whatever.
Fellas,
cut the camera.
I think we own to something, man.
Because didn't you do like an Eminem rap like that, like not too long ago, right?
Yeah, I made an Eminem too. I made but I didn't have him rap yet. Yeah. But now I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Really easily. Let me see if I can. I'll toss it in the chat here. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. Yeah. So like, yeah, because I was thinking about your Hawk idea of like turning you into the Hawk. You know what I'm saying? And doing a real CG one. It's gonna look better than the Flash. Believe me.
Damn, the shade is real. The shade is real. Yo, I feel bad for that movie, man. I do. Like, I understand the CG was kind of sus, but I thought the movie was dope. And I don't know. I think DC right now is almost equivalent to that stink girl in class. No, you know when a girl comes to class, she has that stink odor, but even after she cleans up, she's always known as a stink girl. I think DC is just that stink girl right now. So even if they put out something good, their reputation is just forever tarnished. You know what I mean?
I think they never got off on the right foot. Man of Steel, because we're all Christopher Reeve fans, right?
Right.
So it never made me feel like the Christopher Reeve movies. From the very beginning of the DCEU, Man of Steel, I couldn't that Superman. So everything from the beginning to now, that universe hasn't worked for me.
Right. That's what I think the problem is.
Yeah, well, the Superman is the found. First of all, before I say anything, Q, that looks fucking dope as hell. I'm looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're gonna be using. Yeah. This is what we'll be using to do all the facial movements. You know what I'm saying? And it don't take that long to do. As long as I got the performance, Unreal will, you know what I'm saying, just bust it out like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's just doing a test, but like you can be like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We'll get those type of results.
That is so lifelike, man.
Yeah. So now we got all the, you know what I'm saying, the shapes, the morph shapes and the looks and the tears and the
I get my iPhone and talking to it.
Yep.
And email it to you.
Yep. I can make you. What it's gonna do, like once I take it into the program, it's gonna make your face. Like it's gonna base it off you. So it's gonna make a 3D person of you. So like it'll be all gray though, because it won't be no like skin on it yet. And then I'll just take it into the computer, put the skin on, put your gray, you know, the gray hairs right there, and it's exact scan of your face. And then I'll take that performance and throw it right on your face, and then it'll be you know what I'm saying, performing that, and it records sound too. Yeah. So
damn.
Yeah. So that's gonna be. I mean, it just came out. This is what I've been waiting for to, you know what I'm saying, to go forward with it. But you know, as for motion capture, that's a little bit more complicated. You know what I'm saying? I need like a suit.
Was you just doing the Flash run, making fun of the Flash again? I saw that shit. I caught that shade, man. Damn, Q.
Yeah. You ain't right.
Leave the Flash alone. Like, so what? He ran like this. Like, nobody runs like that. But hey.
Yo, man, that is dope.
So that's what we're going to do. Like, I'm going to start putting out some tests here next couple days. I got an Android. So I got to steal the kid's iPhone and my wife's iPhone to use it. But I need the iPhone. And then you just download this program and you just do it. And send it to me over Google Drive, and we can make whatever you want. You can put this in your movie or whatever, you know. Ideas. The sky's the limit.
I thought I was the last nigga on earth with I thought I was the last nigga on earth with an Android, man. So thank you, Q.
I got my Android right here. Yeah, it's charging because it died. Yeah.
No, because my daughter makes fun of me like, Dad, why you still have an Android? I said, there ain't much difference between them. I said, if anything, iPhones are more damn complicated.
I tell you what, I would still own an Android if I wasn't making film. The iPhone made my film experience, like, it elevated. That's the only reason why I switched. Other than that, I like Android because you can plug it up and download right away. You can't do that with Apple. You gotta. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. I didn't like the restrictions on Apple. That's why I didn't mess with their process. But they do make, they make dope ass products. I can't deny them. But like,
film. I used the same camera through the whole entire film, and seeing the trailers, it's crisp all the way through, man. It's real crisp. I mean, I was like cinema type quality, man. I was really impressed with this filming process of this particular movie.
Nice.
Dope.
Yeah. But, your shots are always super dope. You know what I'm saying? I always like visually looking at your stuff. It's like, yeah, that's dope. Where did you come up with that? You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool.
So okay. I'll see what you so you sync it up with so the mouth syncs up with whatever.
It's already, yeah. Like it's gonna take you don't even gotta sync it up. It's already gonna be synced. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you record this, it's just gonna put it onto that model just immediately and shit. You just process it and then that's it. You hit a button.
Nice.
Or a couple buttons, really, but like, yeah. And it's like doing a rap test or whatever. So I just got to figure out a couple more things, and you know what I'm saying, we can do whatever we want with it.
Shit,
just let me know. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a review like that, do a test or something. I don't know. I'm really.
Oh, that's cool. At least do a short. Like a what do you call those short
TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Q, you got TikTok, right?
I do, but I'll never mess with it though. My girl said, I get on it.
Yeah, sometimes I get better views on TikTok than I do on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm doing better with my shorts than I'm doing with my actual content that I make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I sit down to edit, I'm out of theater like, yeah, it was good. I don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
people watch that more.
You got to sit down with no lights, no setup. I agree, man.
Editing.
Yeah. Lately, I'll be in my car, man. I just get in my car, and just have me and the kids talk about it, then use as is.
Yeah.
Well, I know I have to edit out things, but
the environment is changing because everybody, even in our core group, man, these movies I just don't want to review as of late.
Right.
I have and I noticed the past 2 to 3 years, my original content does better than my movie reviews half the time. So slowly but surely, I've been going, more director talks, talks live. So I said, yo, man, bring back the true stories again, because they
those are original, though. You know what I'm saying? Those are, based off of you. You know what I'm saying? That's when I think that content kind of thrives. You know what I'm saying? Your special ideas and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I do listen to YouTubers because, like, if I'm tuning into Rashad G reviews, I know he's gonna be himself. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be cussing in the car at the kids. It should be funny, bro. You know what I'm saying? I watch it from there. You know what I'm saying? I watch it and he know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I watch it. But I'm not gonna even hold up. Like 75 to 80% of people say the same thing is the same thing. I gotta have my pop figures in the background. You gotta see this. You gotta see me. Here's my ranking of the Marvel movies again. Nigga, I do not want to see another ranking of the Marvel film and shit. It's just getting very redundant. And I mean, people could do what they want to do. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Copy off Jeremy Johns. You have your little drink in your hand and the jacket. Sure, cool. You obviously
copy is real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you copy it. You blatantly copy. I just see people. I be showing Rashad G. People within our group be stealing my thumbnails. Like, yo, that's my thumbnail, bro. I know you see my thumbnail. I put this shit out like a month ago. But you know what I'm saying? You can take the same thing. I'll be like, bro, like really, bro.
Shit like, damn, niggas is biting my shit.
Yeah, it happened a couple times too. A motherfucker got my name out there. His name was Q Reviews, something else, and then he just changed his name to my name. I'm like, why would you do that, bro? I'm like, it's annoying, but it's flattering at the same time, though. But like, I'm switching my content too.
It's called biting.
Biting. Biting the style and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't got no.
I'll let you know that you're doing something right, though. You know,
I ain't got no subscribers though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all got more subscribers than me. I'm very, very small. So like, I don't begin it.
It might be small in numbers, but when it comes to talent, brother, you're unmatched.
Oh yeah, dog. Yo, when Q puts out a video, man, you get some good quality in that shit.
I
from the look, the lighting, the sound of it, the sketches be on point, you know what I'm saying? So half the time, hell, I tuned in to see the sketch over the review. You know, even though the reviews
me too.
You know, so
I watched the same
too, man. I want to see that sketch.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm trying to move towards more movie commentary. I think,
like
actual
your tutorials off the hook. Your tutorials you did about lighting and stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just do more original, original stuff that I like to do. Like I said, like I don't want to go review that Pixar movie this weekend. I don't think I want to see that.
I ain't watching that. I'll wait till that shit come on Disney Plus. I ain't watching that shit.
I'm not gonna pay money for a movie just to review it. I'm doing that, man. And like big old blockbuster movies, like for instance, the Flash. You know, I didn't talk about it until I was on my homeboy's channel yesterday talking about it. I didn't even do a one-person review on it because, man, I cannot say nothing that hasn't been said already about that movie. But the Blackening, ain't nobody seen it, and that did pretty well on my channel because it felt like original content because nobody knew about it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's an algorithm too, man. Because one thing I noticed on my channel a couple years ago, if I talked about Star Wars or Marvel, nobody gave a shit. I probably got 30 or 40 views on it, right? But then I talk about Master P, I got the hookup too, which same setting, same personality, same everything. I'm just talking about Master P, 20 fucking K views. I said, wait a minute. This ain't too different from this one, but because I'm talking about something black, so it just seems like with black YouTubers, if you put up something black, that shit gonna do good numbers most times.
Yeah, they send you to that basket. Yeah,
right.
Because I got like 10K off that Master P video myself. I was like, damn, really?
Yeah.
That's what I noticed, man. I noticed black stuff, especially with YouTube. But like I said, my original content, if you go to the popular list, in the top 10, 2 of them are movie reviews. Everything else is something different.
Yeah.
True story.
Director's talk. Yeah.
Yeah. One of my poems did 15,000.
Damn, nice.
And
so, well, even like the comedy specials, like you notice when you review like comedy specials, like Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart, numbers be through the roof.
Me and you always do well on those.
Right.
Always. I noticed when we go back and forth, when Chris Rock got a new one, recently, my Chris Rock one did what? 17,000, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kevin Hart, he always gets Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, or Chris Rock. Or even, what's it? I did a couple other comedians. Blew my channel up.
I think you did. I think you did Mike Epps before. I know your Mike Epps video did pretty good too. Yeah.
Like that one did really well too.
Yeah. Yo, I did The Last of Us. I was doing episode by episode, like taking my time, editing and making the best I could. Ain't nobody watched that shit.
Nobody watched it. It's like, damn.
I was up hours. I'm up like 2 in the morning. Like, yeah, this is the tightest editing I did. Like, damn, like it just didn't hit like that. Cause I was passionate about it, but nobody else didn't give a shit. I was passionate about it. It's all right.
If we pull this off, we all have a hand in it. I think NITTERS would take us because we all on our different channels at different times, man.
That's interesting.
I think that'd be dope, man. Cause we all, between the 4 of us, we all got black situations we all been through that we've been called the N-word and flip the script, make it obnoxious. We can educate and make people laugh at the same time.
Yeah, I live here in Florida, man. Yo, I didn't experience racism until I moved down here. Really,
South,
like, yeah, man, I got called a boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't believe that shit. Yeah, man, I was on the job, and I was at the urinal, and the old executive, his name is Mr. Hugo, came in behind me, really old guy. So he's a higher up, so of course, I gotta be on my toes, like, hey, Mr. Hugo, how you doing today? So he walks in, I say, hey, Mr. Hugo, how you doing? He didn't even look at me, he just says, hey, boy, and got his napkin and walked out. I said, this motherfucker just called me a boy? Wait a minute. So this is what it's like in the South. Blew me away.
Yeah. I used to live in Tennessee. Middle Tennessee. Boy. That's a whole different level of racism. They burned
and the fact he didn't even look at me. He didn't even look me in my face. He just said, hey, boy, and walked out.
Yeah. I had crazy stuff happen like that in the South,
Hit right there. You got the urinal taking care of business. Hey, how you doing, Mrs.? Hey, boy, as you walk out, focus on him, man. These
NITTERS.
At the same time. They come to me like nothing.
Yeah.
It's a true story, but we can make it in context.
Make it funny, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, give me some ideas already, man. But that's crazy that it happened. That's crazy.
Shit. Look, I could even use the fact that most people here think I'm damn Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? I'll be having to remind them that I'm black. I for real, like, yo, at least once a week, somebody comes up to me. I'm like, no, black, brother. They said, oh, you looking Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
South Florida's like that. When I was down there in Tampa and St. Petersburg, every black person that I thought I saw was Cuban.
Yeah.
So they're like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Bro, I get it a lot. I get it a lot, man. I tell a story all the time when my neighbor, the mechanic, he's Puerto Rican, and he thought I was Puerto Rican. So he felt comfortable talking about black people to me. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yeah, the fucking all the crime that happened here because of the fucking black people. They fucking robbing shit, dude. Hey, I got a granddaughter. I scared for to go to a friend's because a fucking brother got a rape her. They tell the fucking black people, man, they're terrible. So I'm just sitting there like, really? I said, oh man, that's interesting. So after a while, he caught on. He's like, hey man, where you from? I said, oh, I'm originally from New York. No, you Puerto Rican, right? I said, no, I'm black. You black? I said, yeah. Oh shit.
He said, oh,
you black?
He did that was his way. He said, you black? I said, yeah. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Because you're black.
Yeah, but you're black. Fuck to yo, that it was so awkward, bro. He didn't talk to me for a while after that. Like he avoided me. So I guess he was embarrassed.
Hell yeah, he should be.
Yeah. And like the things he was saying, I was like, wow, so is this how they really see us? As like animals and shit? It was incredible. Like, I mean, I know the whole the general idea is okay, white folks see us like that, but you'd be surprised, man, other races see us the same way. Unfortunately, not all of them. I don't want to put them all in the same category, but you'd be surprised the other races besides white folks that see us that like that. You know what I mean?
My cousin goes to that on a regular basis. He does real estate. Over the phone, and my cousin sounds whiter than the whitest white man.
Tupac.
And his real name is Steve, but his middle name is Thomas. But he uses Thomas for his business as his first name. Hello, Thomas McGee. Yeah, how you doing? And he was on the phone one day. It's a true story. And the guy was talking about where he wanted to live. And my cousin had a couple of properties in a certain area. He goes, well, can I be honest with you? I don't want to live near no niggers. And my cousin, I understand. So what would you know? The funny thing is, he in person to show him some property. And the guy was like, oh. He goes, hey, I understand. My cousin's funny. I don't want to live near niggers anyway. That's crazy. Close the deal. But yeah, man, it's like
crazy.
Yeah.
Heck no.
And you think, you know, especially
I always get, man, you are well spoken. What for a black man?
I hate that.
Wow.
Shit, man.
That all the time.
You're one of the good ones. You don't sound ignorant like the rest.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend say that shit. She was like, it was the only white girl I ever dated. You know what I'm saying? And then like, well, I was living in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you like, you know, I live in Detroit. We was over there, and she was like something like, yeah. She said something to the fact like, yeah, but you're not like the rest of them. Like, what the fuck you mean? I like the rest of them? Well, wow, I'm the special Negro that's not like, you know what I'm saying?
You're the token. You're the token nigga.
I was like, damn. And that day I broke up with her. Like, yeah, this ain't gonna work.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. So like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. You're not like the rest of them. Like, well, I grew up here, so like, you know, like, is that a compliment, or are you trying to compliment me, or?
Well, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this question, because me and my cousin, we butt heads about this a lot. So as far as using the N-word, right? Typically, that's the word that only we're supposed to use, right? So I grew up in Long Island, New York, where it's mostly brown and black. I think you know where I'm going with this. So So if you and your Spanish friends grew up in the same street, go through the same struggle, same neighborhood, same everything, right? Yeah, y'all are practically equals. Y'all know each other for a long time. Is it okay for your Hispanic friend and yourself to call each other nigger on some like love type shit, like, yo, my nigga? Is that appropriate? Because my cousin says no. My cousin says no because he's not black. But I said, well, he grew up poorer than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in the struggle together. And that's my main man. And she's like, nope, still no excuse. He's not allowed to say that. So what do y'all take on that as far as brown people saying that word?
I had it's funny that you brought this up because I had a come to Jesus moment internally recently, as it pertains to that. Yeah, back in the day, I used to be cool with it, but these days, not so much. Yeah. I'm gatekeeping. I'm gatekeeping that N word a little extra heavy now, because like you just exemplified based on your experience with old boy talking crazy about black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of their parents still have this crazy outlook on us, and so for their kids to use it and just throw it around like that, I feel away. And this comes to a point where a lot of them are using that word more than I do. Like, I don't think, as it pertains to slang, you know what I'm saying? As far as slang is concerned, they want to use it for slang. They shouldn't be using it more than a black man or a black person in general. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel uncomfortable now, nowadays. So at this point, man, if you ain't black, just don't say it, man.
Don't say it.
Yeah. And here's the thing. A lot of black Hispanics, right? A lot of black Hispanics still deny their blackness. And so if that's the case, then you definitely shouldn't be using it. You know what I'm saying? You want to, you want to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga. And I have a problem with that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. So, like you said, back in the day, I used to be on that. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? We came up, we had the same struggle, but now I'm like, nah, Poppy.
Right. Yeah, when you actually get to see inside the culture and how they really see us, you know what I mean? Yeah. So even somebody like Fat Joe, who sometimes we forget that he's Puerto Rican because he's been in the rap culture for so long. He uses that word loosely in front of, I don't think anybody's ever checked Fat Joe like, yo, you can't say that word, because Joe will probably pop off on him. So even somebody like him, no good, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, these days, I'm like, nah. I mean, and I love Fat Joe as a hip hop staple. You know what I'm saying? I love Fat Joe. I think Fat Joe is one of the most likable people in hip hop. You got people. There's a lot of likable people in hip hop. Snoop is probably the most likable person. He's probably the most beloved hip hop figure on the planet. So you got Snoop, you got people like Styles P, Fat Joe. These are very likable people. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, people give Fat Joe a pass, but I'm saying, in the overall sense, man, I'm just tired of. I'm really just tired of Black American culture being pillaged and being, picked apart for certain things that are delectable to others. And the not so good shit, is not being also, binded, with us. They want to take all the good shit and leave behind all the bad shit. When it's cool, when it's fashionable, when it's chic to have, to use our vernacular, you know what I'm saying? Our speech, our swag, everything's all good. But, when the bad shit is happening, they know how to separate their culture from ours. Yep. And so at this junction, man, I'm cool on that, for real. A couple weeks ago, there was this Puerto Rican kid, I was playing ball with him, and he, I went up a little soft on the layup, and he blocked my shot, and he was like, get that out of here, nigga. It just didn't feel. It just didn't feel right. I'm like, yo, don't call me that, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Respect,
Straight up.
respect. Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it. You know,
yeah. And
fellas.
something that you said, G, and I think what the problem started in 88, 89, when NWA came onto the scene, because hip hop was still kind of cool, kind of, you know, Run DMC. You had your UTFOs, Houdini.
Right.
When white kids start buying the hardcore hip hop, and that word is being used over and over and over and over, it became part of the culture. And a lot of these kids that are a little bit younger than us, or around the same age bracket, grew up on hip hop. Sharing that culture together, we made it acceptable to say that back and forth, rapping along with the lyrics. As Fat Joe wasn't a hip hop star, he couldn't have that ghetto pass to use that N-word all the time.
Right. Facts.
Or people like 50 Cent and them are not checking him because he's a hip hop star who made take the hip hop out. We'll be jumping on these people's necks saying that word around us. We'll in a minute. And like my man said a minute ago, playing a game of basketball, Puerto Rican, you know, swatted his shot. Hey, you know, you did the damn thing. I don't know any Puerto Ricans in the NBA. So you got the right to talk to me like
facts.
To say, yeah, no. We and it's our own fault because we allowed it.
We allowed it, yeah.
It's so if you want to be mad at them, be mad at yourself first because we allowed it with hip hop. And if you don't check them, they go back home and say, yo, I was playing basketball with a black guy and I blocked this shit and I called him a nigga to his face.
Right.
They're like this. That's how they talk behind our backs, y'all. Y'all got to understand it. They go home and brag about using the N-word in front of us.
Right. Facts.
And I know this is an uphill battle because you got one black person who can do something so damn ignorant. Like I'm watching all these, you know, TikTok and Instagram videos. I share half of them with y'all. What's the first thing a black person say when they get mad? Oh no, you know, we look stupid.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
true.
Say, well, I'm trying to give you love by saying it, and you say it every time you get mad. So man, it's
And also too, it is so embedded. Like I mean, well, speaking for myself, it's so embedded in my vocabulary where even if I did want to say like, you know what, I'm gonna stop using that word, and you know, and without even thinking, I'd be like, man, nigga, please. Oh, sure, okay. I said I was gonna say nigga no more. You know, man, yo, them niggas. Oh, damn, I said it again. Like it's so in my vocabulary.
Yeah, I feel you.
I can't help it. You know, I say it, but you know, when I say it, I do say it two ways. I mean, I do say it as a term of endearment, which people criticize us and say, no, it shouldn't be used at all. You know, it's not a term of endearment. That's just the way I use it. So if I have love for you, yo, to me, you my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I say that shit with mad love, you know. But also, you piss me off. Man, that dumbass that nigga there, boy, look, I'm gonna kick his ass. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think like Ice Cube said, man, that's our word, and you know, nobody else should be able to use it. But like I said, my man that I knew since like we go back since free lunch. You know what I'm saying? And even to this day, when he calls me, we talk, you know, that's how we talk to each other. So I don't think I will let anybody else get away with that. But because that's my brother, he's from El Salvador, right? But because that's my brother, you know, it don't affect me like that, you know, when he says it.
You know why? Because you get ghetto pass. Some people get ghetto pass, and they are about that life. I bet you right now, if people ran up on you talking crazy, he'd be right there to throw down with you.
Oh, yeah. He'd be the first one to swing. Yeah.
So a person like that gets a ghetto pass. But like the four of us are unique because we have a lot of YouTubers following us of different colors. Nobody else used that word around us, only us amongst us. So I think the respect is there.
Right.
Because when we get together, and that's one of the reasons why I started this live, man, so we can be ourselves and govern ourselves and talk about real things, because some YouTubers might think they can get comfortable with that.
Yeah, well, shit. I got a quick story, man. When I worked at I used to be a massage therapist, and I worked at a place called Hand and Stone, and shows how shows how. Huh?
Was you stoning motherfuckers after you rub them?
Man, look, man, these hands were something serious now.
Okay.
These hands were something serious, boy.
But go on.
Damn,
man, I can tell you some shit. But anyways, so I'm in the break room, right, with my coworkers, right? And mind you, I'm the only black dude there. And the sister had to come and check me, my coworker. She had to come and check me because we're playing Uno right on break. And I'm just speaking freely, like as if, you know, there's no boundaries there. So I'm like, man, yeah, nigga this and nigga that. I was just throwing that word around like it was nothing. And it was all white people there at the table playing. So when she got a moment, Rashad, come here. I said, what's up? You are sitting there using that word. And do you notice you're the only black man sitting there? What the hell is wrong with you? You don't say that around white people like that. That makes them feel comfortable to say it around you. Would you like them to say that to you? I said, no. Then stop saying this, nigga. Stop saying that shit. So I was like, damn. She checked. And from that point on, I never did it again. But yeah, like you said, Black Tassin, sometimes, you know, it's our fault too because we make them feel comfortable to say that around us. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess quick story too. You know what I'm saying? I worked. I'm still am the only black person. You know what I'm saying? In at my company. You know what I'm saying? My CG company or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I happen to be their boss and shit. We go. You know what I'm saying? So like I hired them. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to lunch. And we're all cool. We're really, really cool. You know what I'm saying? Dre, come on. And you know what I'm saying? And you know the white boy tried it. Nigga, what you think? I sold them all? It was like, whoa, whoa. You can't say it, bro. It's like it's in the song. Like, I don't care. You can't fucking say it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm right here, bro. You can see me. You just can't see the soul like it's all cool. Like we can hear you, huh? We can hear you. It's like, no. So he apologized or whatever. He kept it going. But they're like, you know, he said in his car all day to himself, like, how many niggas is ready to loot? You know they be saying that shit in the car about himself. But he wanted to try it. He wanted to try it. See, can he do it? He was like, no. It's like the music went off all at the same time. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing? Like, I'm singing the song. Like, yeah.
Hey, but what's the one rebuttal you always hear? Well, they say it to each other. You know, I don't care.
Okay.
You can't govern about the N-word when you're not black to me. Well,
right.
I mean, I'm gonna hit you while your lips are moving.
Oh, remember when Delroy Lindo had that one white dude scared?
Yeah, he's like, say it.
Where the white dude was like, yeah, I don't want. He said, so say it.
Say it. Yeah.
He said, I'll say it with you. Just come on, say it. Dude got scared. He's like, no, I'm not gonna say it. No.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
It's hard, man, because we have a responsibility, and when we get together, you know, we do talk that way sometimes. That's just the way.
Right.
You know, some more than others, but man, in terms of endearment or being funny, talking about a Richard Pryor skit, because he used the word so freely, we all, you know, Richard Pryor started this whole thing,
right?
Laughing at himself, and he called that, you know, the famous album cover. That nigga's crazy.
That nigga's crazy, yeah. I mean, even he tried to stop saying the word because
went to Africa
trip. He said. We went to Africa, and what happened after that? He started saying it again.
Yeah. You know? Well, drugs will do that to you.
What? Well, I mean, like I said, like what's been a part of your vocabulary for so long? Like there's certain words that I know I probably shouldn't say, but I say. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes
I be doing it in my reviews all the time. I'm just like, oh, I didn't even know I said it. Like I'm gonna edit it out. Okay, what's gonna happen?
Well, look, even the word like midget. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, when we refer to little people. The word was midget, right? So when you
oh my God, Rashad, you cannot say midget. It's so
what my daughter checked my. She said, "Dad, you can't." I'm like, "What the fuck am I supposed?" You're supposed to say little person,
which sounds worse.
That's too many syllables.
Yeah,
little person sounds worse.
Short, no pun intended. No, but my man Q. When you be dropping the N-word in your videos, that shit is hilarious. But the way you say it in context, that shit is funny.
And it just flow. It just flow like you know. I don't even realize he's saying it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's natural coming out. You know,
nigga, Scooby Snacks. Scooby Snacks, nigga.
Listen, nigga and motherfucker. Like those, like the two most common words that a lot of us say, you know. Well, I say MF for a lot.
Oh yeah.
I'm guilty of the mother.
Like the second Samuel Jackson out this month.
What? Shoot, look, I'll pay Samuel Jackson to curse me out. Like, dude, I'll pay you $1,000, man. Just call me motherfucker one time.
I mean, I like this.
Oh shoot.
But at the same time, when this video airs or they watch it and later on, we're educating people right now with this conversation. That's what I love about this channel and this particular show.
Right.
Have this conversation. They're not a part of it, but hopefully they can learn something from it before they get in trouble and get fucked up. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah, because I got into a fight in high school over that. Yeah, I body slammed. This is an Asian kid.
Oh shit!
He got liberal with the N-word, man. I had to
body him.
I had to pick him up and
Oh, you ultimate warrior is
Brock Lesnar F5.
Yeah. Warrior.
Yeah.
You got the same problem. I'm the only black person at my job. So even when you're smart, you're up there in boss level. It's like be myself, but I can't be myself.
Right.
So what I do, I don't go to lunch with nobody. I keep to myself because I don't want them to even get comfortable around me that way. I keep it strictly professional. And a lot of them don't know I have a YouTube channel. Maybe a few of them do, because they see what I'm all about. They be like, "Damn, man, I didn't know you was so militant and so black." I was like, "Well, yeah, now you know."
Well, and that's a sad thing too, because without even talking to you, they already have a preconceived notion about who you are. You know what I'm saying? So based off the stereotypes, without even hearing you even speak one time, okay, yeah, he's probably been in a gang before. He probably came from the hood. Like Boys in the Hood, his life was probably sad. No father. Just already have these already preconceived things about you, and then when you speak, it surprises them. Like Q was saying, like, oh wow, like you're actually articulate. You're smart. Like I'm shocked.
Now the words. So like, man, fuck out of here.
Yeah, because look, we're supposed to be ignorant. We're supposed to be loud and act out. Saying hot tempered. You know what I mean? And when you show them opposite of that, that's why I like their reaction sometimes. When you show them opposite of that, it's like, oh my God, like he's not like that. No shit.
Yeah.
All right. Don't look at Boys in the Hood and think that's all us. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are boomerang too, motherfucker. Don't just keep us to Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, I had a friend yesterday, like asked me, because I was telling him about my hair was dirty with cutting the grass. Like, well, how do you wash your hair? Like, motherfucker, I put shampoo on it and wash it. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, how else am I supposed to wash it? Well, like, what are the dreads?
What do you use? What do you juices and berries? Man, ain't no about sperm.
Water on this motherfucker. Like, what that's supposed? What? So, like, what do you think?
How do you wash your hair? Like,
like some type of dread washer machine. So I don't know. Fucking water and soap, like you.
Q, let me ask you: you ever have a white person touch your hair and be like, "Oh my God, like your hair is just just different. It's beautiful. Wow, these dreads."
I didn't have people stop me in like Target and say like, "Oh, I like your braids." I'm like, "Well, they're not braids." But like, okay, I like your hair. They never touched my hair though.
Oh, shit.
Thank you. Yeah,
bro.
They like to try to touch my wife here. That try they're crazy. Like, no, you can't.
Oh man.
Like, nah.
Your wife has locks as well?
No. My wife, she has natural hair, but she wears like whatever. The wig of the day sometimes. Sometimes it's wig, what I'm saying, afro here. It's Beyonce the other day. So she wears a lot of wigs, but they still want to touch it. Can I touch your hair?
Oh, that's the
my daughter gets that all the time. My daughter gets that all the time. She's like, "Dad, like they be touching my hair to my house." Like it's I'm like, are we like pets or something? Like, what the fuck is this obsession with black people hair, man?
Bro, it's the texture.
Well, Q, let me tell you, so your wife is hilarious, man. Like, I told you so many times. I said you and Layla need to have like your own like podcast or show, whatever.
I'm waiting for it.
Man, y'all are funny as shit together.
hell.
Yeah. I'm trying to get her. Man. You got to slow down and sit down and record, because when she want to record it, then it's freaking glamour time. You know what I'm saying? All right, I've been down here 2 hours. Well, how long does it take you to get
some
ready?
of the shit, even some of the shit she be putting on Facebook, man. She said one time talking about she got so high she wanted to make some grits and realized she was using cornmeal.
She did that for real. Like, bitches ain't no grits. What the I wanted some grits too. Like, she making cornmeal. She was.
Man, look, if y'all fuck around and do a show, man, I will tune in every damn time y'all post something, man. Y'all are fucking hilarious.
I think,
thanks, man.
Slowly but surely, I noticed all of us are starting to transcend to something different, because with my man G doing more black old films, man, I'm loving that series, man. You know,
appreciate it.
And yeah, I'm digging that.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, because I just, I just know, because I love black cinema, but I feel like I just got to a place where I feel like I've seen all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like the Superflies, the Shafts, and like, so all these movies that a lot of us can name. So I said, man, I know there's a whole bunch of them out there that I haven't seen, because whoever doesn't want us to really see it, So I dig and I research and I try to find the hidden gems, like I always say, that not many people talk about. And when you watch them, when you finally watch them, you realize why they are hidden gems. Like, for example, The Spook Who Sat by the Door.
Excellent,
man. Got it. Have you watched that?
Yes.
No, I haven't seen that. I'm gonna go back and watch. I might have missed a couple of the reviews, so I'm gonna go back and check them.
Yeah, The Spook Who Sat by the Door, man. That movie was so heavy, where the FBI had that shit pulled like 2 weeks into release, bro. They pulled the movie out because they considered it too dangerous.
Damn.
I remember growing up, my mom and dad will always have those movies on. So back in the days, it probably came on certain channels, maybe CBS, ABC back in the day. It always came on Saturday nights. It was always, and I grew up on a lot of those films, but when you're young, you don't remember the title or whatever. But man, there's a lot of classic black gems.
Yeah.
More so than, Bill Cosby and Sidney. Those are the three main ones, but there's a whole lot of good black cinema.
Whole bunch of them. There's another one. It's called what's the name of it? It had Max Julian from the Mac, and Ruby D wrote the film.
I think I've seen that review of yours. Did you do a review of that?
Yeah, I did a review on it. Damn, I can't remember the name of it, man. Yo, that's a brain fart.
Quick question too. Like, do you get more satisfaction from doing those type videos than like Rise of the Beast? Or is it the same?
Yeah, you know why? Because I feel like when I review like those type of movies, like Rise of the Beast, stuff like that, I'm doing it out of like obligation, because almost like I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's what my channel requires me to do those type of reviews. But no, I get better satisfaction finding an old film that I've never heard of and never seen and watch it. And so you can tell when I do the review, like I'm real passionate when I talk about it, because it's like, wow. Like I stumbled across something great here, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you're good at that. You're good at reviewing like new movies. I mean, you're just naturally good at it. You can just break it down and just like bam, 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 get to the points and still be funny and witty within it. That makes it interesting. But like when you actually, you know what I'm saying, when you're super passionate, like dinner winner for a movie was always great, bro. Like those were like that was like a genius move. So I always like to see like stuff like that, because I'm thinking about like pivoting it too. Because like when I go look at my channel, I like the more cinematic stuff I did, like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Vampire. I think that's one of my favorite ones when I do the Fresh Prince. This is a story all about how like I'm a vampire and shit. And I made that all by myself and shit, but I get more satisfaction or doing the stupid skits of Aladdin when I run down into Detroit dead.
Man, that shit had me dead, bro.
But like that's what I like to make. I get more satisfaction than just talking about Pinocchio. I don't know. I'm an artist at heart, an entertainer, I guess.
When you do your black cinema film, I noticed too, the comments are deeper when you get them, aren't they?
Yeah, because you have people that actually like are fans of those movies. So the comments are very more, and I learn shit too. Like because sometimes they put me onto my next movie. Like, hey, if you like Spook Who Sat by the Door, you're gonna love this one. And I'm like, damn, now I gotta look up this one. Yeah,
it's like a little prize too, like a little, you know what I'm saying? You made this, now it's got Cracker Jack prizes leaking to you. That's what it's about.
My last review I did was for the Blackening, and me and Cyrus was talking about that because he read through the comments. Man, some of the deepest comments I've gotten in a long time, because usually when a movie's that special to you, you give life experiences. I was talking about that Public Enemy album, Fear of a Black Planet. I gave the example how black people are. I said, look, black woman, black man, black baby. White woman, black man, black baby.
Yeah.
Black man, white woman, black baby. And a lot of people have heard that before. And a lot of people didn't know black was a dominant gene or is the most dominant gene. So when I did that video, and I gave that little insert about black, a lot of people were like, that's scientific. You can look it up. We are a dominant gene. Every gene pool in the world, whether it's Asian, Caucasian, Latino, East Indian, you name it, black is a gene of all races. So when you're black, it's cool to be, well, I'm black, you know, because it's a proven fact, it's a dominant gene.
No, facts. I mean, yeah, look at every biracial, like you look at like Zendaya, you know, Zendaya got a white mama, but she black. You know, Lenny Kravitz, white daddy, but he black.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's the insert on Public Enemy album, Fear of a Black Planet. It's dope. Oh, my man, Cool to the Fullest came in. I can't wait for your movie coming out, Blacktastic Media. But brother, it'll be worth the wait. I trust you. Trust me. I'm in test screen now, and it's coming out real good, man. Real good.
Yeah, no pressure. That first one was so dope, man. So you got some big shoes to fill, man. So yeah, this one better show up and show out. No pressure. No pressure.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, to be honest with you. When I'm filming this movie, I'm thinking about you a lot. I said, man, I gotta impress my boy. You know, my mom said, how can I trick this motherfucker this time? You know, how can I get his ass? Yeah. And brother,
and you always do.
I'm gonna get you again. I got you.
You always do, bro. Every film of yours that I've seen, man, starting from that first one, I say, you know what? He's not gonna get me this time. Like I prepare myself, like, okay, he always has that one scare in there that gets me. I say he ain't gonna get me this time, and damn it, every time you fucking do it. I think Sarah was probably the worst.
Sarah. Yeah,
Sarah got me, man. Like it was dark, and all of a sudden you hear Sarah. I said, this motherfucker.
He got me on Sarah too, because it lingers so long. Because that shit's so creepy. I'm like, what? What happened on this? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a story without being told, like by its visuals. So I'm so into it. And then that Sarah, I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
he got me too. He got me too.
It's a setup. Yeah. Sarah throughout the whole movie, and then it's quiet. The camera's moving slowly. It's dark, and I say Sarah real loud. The dog there like this. Hey, motherfucker! The dog was like, God
damn.
Yeah. Well, that's how I reacted. Actually, because I pulled my headphones off. And I said, "This motherfucker."
He got me. This motherfucker got me.
Yeah, and I put it back on. Like, okay, let me finish it. I said, "Damn, he got me again."
Yeah, with them sneakiness.
I can't say this. This next joint is not so much scary. It's a lot of tensity in here. I mean, it's tense. It's like okay. A really good storyline. I'm gonna stop talking about it. I don't want to give nothing away.
I want to ask a quick question about the movie. Is that the girl you got in the movie? Is that the girl from the YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lovely.
Cool. Yeah, lovely. There. Yeah. And Geek-Ass Chat is also in this movie. When I went to court, I hooked up with them. They're also in the movie.
Yeah. Nice casting. She's a pretty lady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She switched her style up too, because now she's doing more like gossip type videos. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. She like that. That's cool. See, I can never do that.
Conversation, and Cyrus know about this. Because during the filming, I got to know her really well, and her movie reviews were interesting.
Yeah, and they do good numbers.
They do good. I said, you will always get good numbers. If you're always averaging 2, that's good. But I said, you're more natural when you're talking about, gossip. And I said, dude, do me a favor. Don't show your face or how you look. Just use your voice. Those videos will always do well. She hit 3,000 not too long ago. I said, it's less work.
Yeah.
You don't have to get all dolled up and worry about lighting. Just talking to the microphone and be yourself. Because when you're not filming yourself, you're more animated with your voice.
Right.
And but yeah, she's blowing, man. She's a natural. She's blowing up, man. And I want.
Yeah. And she has a perfect voice for that because she has that kind of personality of, man, okay, girl, let me give you the tea. Let me tell you what happened here. You know, and you're all in like, damn, what happened? You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this, y'all. Be surprised by her performance in this movie.
She killed it.
We did some things in this movie, man. She's gonna be recognized a whole lot more for just being, lovely on YouTube.
Right.
I pulled something special out of her. It was cool. Real nice.
Oh, that's gonna be dope. Yeah. Oh yeah. Can't wait to see that.
That's
gonna
what's
be dope.
up. Yeah.
The whole
she's excited.
Are minority, Black and Puerto Rican. That's all.
Okay.
Damn, nice.
All black. Yeah, like I like shit like that. All black cast, black crew.
Yeah, all black everything.
Shoot, keep everything black owned with black money. As Furious Styles would say.
But yeah, it's coming dope, man, and Q, yeah, you're gonna love the angles. G, you're gonna love the storyline, bro. It's alley, man. Like I said, I'll be thinking about you cats. If I can impress y'all, I'm done. I'm good. Everybody else, say what you want to say.
I appreciate it.
I already know it's gonna be dope. Yeah, I got a feeling. I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I think you'll up your game from the first one, and I ain't seen that. I just got a feeling.
Yeah, I think it is, man. I think it is better than the first one by a lot.
And I liked it. Yeah. Damn, nice.
Yeah, just don't let it be the Howling 2. You know, the Howling was great. Then the Howling, what was that shit called? The Howling 2. My Sister's a Werewolf.
The Reckoning? No. What was it? What was Howling 2 called?
I think 2 was called. I think 2 was My Sister's a Werewolf. Something like that.
Man, I gotta look it up.
They made 5 or 4.
They made 5. They made 5 of the Howling movies.
Yeah, it's gotta be at least 5 of them joints.
Yeah, because I remember watching. I remember watching the first one and was like, "Damn!"
I love the first.
And then I watched the second one. I was like, "Damn!"
Yeah, because that first one had that orgy scene. I never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, with a demon. She was like a demon or something. She was like green. Yeah, that was scary back in the day.
I remember being creeped out at the end where your girl, the mom from E.T. Because remember she was a newscaster, and then she wanted to show the world like what a werewolf was, and she actually transformed on live TV. I remember being a kid and being scared as hell.
Yeah, because she's like, oh, and that tear come out, and they pop her ass.
Yeah, because she was crying. And think about it, she was a cute little wolf, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, because her nose was running like. Popped their ass and shit. Like, yeah, son.
Get out of here.
Yeah. It is called Your Sister's a Werewolf.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because HBO used to show it all the time back in the day. For whatever, I don't know why HBO always showed it, but I just remember it was on HBO a lot.
It was terrible.
I seen this in the theater. My dad
Howling
took us
2?
to see it. Howling 2, yeah.
Oh,
I seen it in the theater. I remember I was excited, like shit, the Howling, this is gonna be off chain. Yeah, can't tell me shit, because that first Howling werewolf, you know what I'm saying, was the best werewolf I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? I still think like physically that werewolf, like from here to here, when Eddie changed into that werewolf, I think that's the coach. I think the American Werewolf transformation is better, and I still like the wolf in American Werewolf in London, but that wolf, half man, half wolf, just right there, shit was terrifying.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Joe Dante did the effects for that, and he also directed Gremlins, right?
Joe Dante did direct Gremlins, and he was working with Rick Baker at first to do the werewolf, but like I think they had to split because Rick Baker was doing American Werewolf. They need somebody to do the Highland, and they both was working on the same technologies at that time to have somebody turn into a werewolf. So yeah. Joe Dante.
So he did work on the werewolf effects on that movie though, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Makes sense because if you look at the werewolf, they do kind of have that hairy gremlin look with the long ears and shit.
And the teeth, lots of teeth. Yeah.
I think Cyrus had to go take a piss break.
Oh yeah, I feel him. That's what I'm gonna change myself into. I'm getting doing some more horror commentaries and things like that, and keeping them funny. Like like some of the old ones from the 80s and some new ones too.
Right.
I don't know. I just have more fun doing that in skits, you know.
Practical makeup is still the best to me, man.
That's why I love the Terrifier movies so much. You know what I'm saying? Because on the surface, it's bloody, it's disgusting, but from I guess a film critique, perspective, I'm like, I admire the effects. Like that when I watch it, that's what I see. I'm like, damn, I admire. Like, how the fuck did he do that effect right there? But that's what I'm thinking of. But I guess the average movie goes like, "Oh my god, he sawed her in half." I'm thinking, how the fuck did he? How did they do that? When he sawed her in half like that?
Dude, like I wouldn't be doing what I do today if I didn't watch The Making of Thriller 4 million times.
What?
I watched it every day.
That shit was hot. Yeah,
every day. How they cast this mold?
VHS.
You know? Yeah, I had the VHS because we didn't have cable, so we like Thriller came on like late at night if they even would play it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when it first came out, so I seen it through a ViewMaster and like Kmart a little bit. I played it like I seen a little bit, and then I got the VHS tape. Yeah. I got the VHS tape and dubbed it and watched that boy every day. And I wanted to do special effects, and that's why I started. I started in practical makeup, as you know what I'm saying, won some contests and things like that. I just kind of evolved into CG or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But like practical is always my first love for sure. Yeah.
Do you have any like test footage from some of the makeup that you did?
I made this is a funny story. I think I might have told the story about the Critters 3. I made a lot of the cast that they some of the cast that they did, and they used it in the movie. You know what I'm saying? I was under a guy, so I was an apprentice. So I would just plug hair all day, do the base paint, you know what I'm saying? Basic makeup, and then he'll go in there and put all the details. So it was a shop in Michigan that worked on a lot of those. And in there, I was like 13, maybe 14 probably. And then just made a bunch of heroes. And he gave me one of the Critters, right? And I had it in my living room in college, but somebody stole it. Somebody broke in our apartment, stole a bunch of stuff, and they took my damn Critter. I was like, damn, like I can't replace that. You know what I'm saying? Like take the TV, take the VCR, don't take my Critter. But I do have some stuff around I could probably find and show you guys, like some effects and stuff. Because I made Jack from American Werewolf in London when he got ripped up and he was eating the bacon and shit. His neck and shit was hanging out. I made that, and I won first place in Fangoria Weekend of Horrors. We're horror shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then and that effect still holds. Like we watched that movie, that still holds up to this day. Like the makeup they did in that movie. Crazy.
That was the first movie to win Oscar for special effects, makeup effects. It was American Werewolf in London.
Oh, that was the first one?
That was the first one,
yeah. That's the first time. And then, like you were talking about Michael Jackson's Thriller, the making, that's why I pat my wolf after him. Just a hand, head. Else is normal. The human body, for one, you know, I the whole body, but I pat my wolf after Michael Jackson, just a hand.
I noticed that,
But I remember watching the making.
I love it.
Yell, oh!
When he was in full makeup.
Man, classic stuff, man. But
and they end up using
Michael Jackson, who was a good-looking guy and can sing, but not the most masculine man in the world.
Eddie Murphy, baby.
Oh, this one's for
Man.
This one's for Rashid. Shot.
What's up?
Oh, I got one for you, but like not this lady here. I don't know.
You gonna change Rashad into the Hulk for real?
I'm gonna try. Yeah, try to. Like the bodies I have to we got to figure out a body to put on them, because the ones that the metahumans make are kind of frail and like you know what I'm saying, not like the hawkish. You know what I'm saying? So, but we can take his face for sure. So like I'm looking for bodies right now, and we can do whatever you want. We can destroy the, like you said, the movie theater idea you had. You know what I'm saying, doing that.
It's time. It's time, because I've had the same intro now for 4 years, man. It's time to switch it up a little.
Has it been 4 years?
It's been 4 years. I've looked at some of my videos from 4 years ago. It has the same damn intro.
The Hawk intro?
Yeah.
Damn, I made that one. That's about 4 years. Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
So that was during the pandemic. You came out with that, then, huh?
Right before the pandemic hit. So I was like 2019.
Damn. Hey, yo, this is funny, man. My man Cool to the Fullest said, "Is it true that Sly Stallone might do Demolition Man 2 or not?"
I haven't heard that, but knowing Sly, I can see him doing another Demolition Man. Because Sly likes to go back to his old, his glory days. I would love to see him come back for Creed 4. Like, that would be a dream come true. Just come back and play Rocky Balboa one more time, man.
One more again, as they say.
One more again. Even though Creed 2 was a good send off to the character, I think that Creed 2 really wrapped up Rocky perfectly. But I don't know, it's just like I love seeing Sly and Michael B. Jordan like work off each other. So even though I did love Creed 3, I thought that, you know, even though Sly wasn't in the movie, it worked. Huh?
It was missing that element.
It was missing, yeah, that one ingredient that's missing. I said he needed Sly there just for a moment, you know. So they do a fourth one. Sly gotta be in it.
Definitely. Now, since we talk about Creed 2, how'd you feel about the director going from Creed 2 to Transformers Rise of the Beast? I thought he did a great job.
I dug the movie, man. Look, the inner kid in me was like ecstatic, you know. Like Mike Tyson, I was ecstatic, you know. Because it was so many callbacks to like the G1 Transformers and then Beast Wars. You know what I mean? Even not Galvatron, but Unicron. You know, from Transformers the movie. I'm assuming we're gonna see more of that in the next one. But he did a great job.
Supposed to be a trilogy leading up to Unicron fighting the other gigantic Transformer. I forgot his name. That's a good one, like a Planet Eater as well. But
I know come out.
The New York setting. I know you was loving all the 90s hip hop.
The 90s, the bodegas, you know, I was loving all that shit, bro. Yeah.
I'm digging it, man. Then you had a black and brown lead. That was dope, man.
But I'd say, but the part that made me lose my shit the most though was because at the very end where that group was trying to recruit him, and I'm like, well, who are these people? And when he turned that shit around, it said G.I. Joe, bro. In the theater, I'm like, I said, look at G.I. Joe. My son, Dad, what's G.I. Joe? I said, G.I. Joe's a real American hero. Whenever you need a G.I. Joe is there.
Hey, Q.
Q. Yeah.
Q, did you see the movie?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Damn,
I
Rashad.
thought you seen the movie, man.
No, I ain't seen it yet.
Damn, Rashad.
You
It's all right. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. I'm excited though.
I'm gonna go grab my noodlerizer. Hold up, from Men in Black. I'll be right back.
Damn, Q, I thought you seen it. I thought you seen the shit, man.
No, it's all good. I'm excited though now.
That's classic.
Joe was coming in.
That's classic Rashad G right there.
Don't do that, yo. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah. Yo, I've been getting better, man. All right.
What was the other one? What show was that? Was it Star Wars or something?
That was dope though at the end. That was a dope ending.
Yeah. I lost my shit, man.
So like what happened? Like it turned around? What turned around and said G.I. Joe?
Okay, well, he was being recruited by a certain group at the end, and there was like some military group. They had like all these like special gadgets and shit. So he was like, so what is this like? What's going on here? And the dude gave him a business card. We turned the card around and said G.I. Joe on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the smartest thing they can do.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe and Transformers? Come on.
G.I. Joe Transformers crossover. Yeah.
Oh, they bringing that. That's exciting. Yeah. I'm day one there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, imagine Serpentor teaming up with Galvatron.
Yeah, we just had a big ass thing about how hard Serpentor was, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So they do that. So that's what you were saying. It's like, they're like, I think they aiming towards that. Going down that line. Now I see. Now I understand. Yeah.
So I'm excited, bro. Because I mean, of course, I know they gotta do they gotta bring in Megatron first, I guess. Then that's when it becomes Galvatron. You know, that's in Transformers the movie. So we've all seen that. All right.
This Michael Bay. So the Michael Bay stuff hasn't happened yet in the timeline. So this is kind of like going right along. But I thought it was dope. I think Transformers back on track. Brother, and add that little bit of flavor to it.
Right. Like, dude, he brought that 90s New York flavor, that nostalgia, then the Transformers nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? So I was a kid in the candy store. Like, I love that shit. I just wish, Optimus Prime, Optimus Prime is like the most badass fucking like Autobot, man. To me, the best way they did Optimus Prime was in that, I think it was that second movie where, remember Megatron and Starscream, they was all about to jump him, and he was like, you won't stop at one, I'll take you all on. And he just wiped everybody out. Like, dude, I want to see that version of Prime again, because it seems like Prime in every of these movies is getting his ass kicked.
He's turning into Rocky. He gets beat, then comes back.
Right. Yeah. But bro, show Optimus Prime full. Like, even though he got killed in Transformers the animated movie, but before he died, Prime fucked everybody up.
He did. Yeah,
like dude, he stood there.
Hot Rod got him killed, man.
Yeah, fuck Hot Rod, man. I never loved Hot Rod. You know, that's the only downside about the movie. But yo, when Prime was standing there and he was like, Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. You see him?
Yeah.
You got the touch. You got the power. And he came and fucked up all those Decepticons, man. Yo, put some respect on Prime's name.
Yeah.
Man, I think they should get Peter Cullen's voice and do him like James Earl Jones did for Darth Vader with that technology to have his voice forever. Because he getting up there. You know what I'm saying?
And you can hear it too. You can hear it in his voice now when he does Optimus Prime. You can hear
I'm like
aging in his voice.
I'm like, Prime got asthma.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Because Vader in the Obi-Wan show, that sounded like James Earl Jones in the 80s, bro. You know, because they used this technology called Reese feature, and they trained its voice. And then Hayden Christensen said it, and it just came out like James Earl Jones. It's incredible. It's scary because there's some AI involved, but
they definitely need to do that for Peter. Because Prime's starting to sound a little asthmatic. Yeah,
he's not his prime anymore. My dad joke.
His little winded.
Yeah, but Donnie, I love Rise of the Beast, man. Bumblebee took a back seat, but then Bumblebee ended up having one of the best scenes in the movie.
Oh,
man. Who's the new character they introduced? Pete Davidson voiced him. Mirage. I thought he was a standout too.
Mirage was a Porsche. He probably stole the movie.
Yeah,
he probably stole the movie, but Bumblebee had the best scene.
He had the most badass part, bro.
Probably in any Transformer movie. Bumblebee showed his ass the most here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna see that.
I mean, Bumblebee always been a bad. Like if you look at all the Transformers movies, Bumblebee always had that one scene where he was nothing to play with.
Yeah.
I might go see that tomorrow. Yeah, now I want to go see it. Now y'all see. I got
all right, you're welcome. All right, for once, me spoiling something helped it.
Yeah, because I didn't think they was gonna do that. So I'm like, now I'm excited.
Surprised you haven't heard about it.
Spoiler,
because it's all over the internet. You did pretty good away from it.
Damn, Rashad bald-headed ass.
Yeah, no, I didn't know. I had no idea. That's what I didn't know. Yeah, cool. What y'all think about the Flash flopping with 55 domestic? You know what I'm saying, this weekend? 130 worldwide, I think. 39.
We were talking about it earlier. I think it's a culmination, man.
Oh yeah, that's right.
EU ever worked because Man of Steel didn't feel like my Superman. I'm not trying to sound like I'm being selfish, but I didn't feel like he was the picture of hope. Didn't feel like it.
Dope movie though. You know what I'm saying? Very entertaining, Man of Steel. Like it's fire. Like that's still.
But look, I'm gonna stick by my guns. I said it's my review too, and this is not trying to sound sexist or nothing, but I think this is supposed to be the swan song for the DCU, right? So if it's a swan song, why not put it like, what is the problem with Warner Brothers not wanting to work with Henry Cavill? Like, how the hell we got George Reeve, we got Christopher Reeve. We're seeing all these versions of Superman, but for whatever reason, they don't want to fuck with Henry Cavill. Huh?
Nicolas Cage, all of them.
Yeah, even Nicolas Cage. Like, bro, if Henry Cavill, Michael Keaton, The Flash, I think the movie would have been a hit. If you'd have put Superman and not Supergirl and gave him a bigger part, I think this movie would have been flawless.
Well, man, I've been hearing for years that Henry Cavill or Carvel, whatever you call him, is hard to work with. I heard he is really, really, really hard to work with. And now the movies are starting to emulate those stories. They taking him out of movies because he was only in Justice League for a little bit. Think about it.
Yeah, like the second half of the movie, yeah.
So,
I mean, even though he had a bigger part in the Snyder Cut.
Right.
Yeah.
But I heard stories for years that he's really hard to work with. And, hey, that's why 30. No, he ain't cutting his mustache for Mission Impossible. He's keeping his mustache on because Warner Brothers, it was like, it's just,
well,
not on The Witcher no more. You know,
yeah.
and it's kind of funny how he's announcing things on his channel, and the next day it gets debunked. You know.
Well, I thought he gave up The Witcher to do because I guess The Rock assured him that he was going to come back as Superman to fight Black Adam, so that's why I thought he quit The Witcher.
Well, man,
then it's like nah.
But you don't quit nothing unless you have it in writing. He didn't have it in writing, man.
He didn't have it in writing. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that's true.
Yeah, I think it comes from a bunch of L's, a bunch of losers. Like even the last 3 movies that Warner Brothers put out with their superhero properties, since Shazam flopped pretty much, right?
Whoa, 30 opening.
Yep, and then and Black Adam bomb, right?
67 million opening weekend.
Yeah. Like so, like all their superhero movies are doing like worse and worse and worse. And I think it's a combination of Batman versus Superman. Take it all the way back there. Man of Steel wasn't the best Superman, whatever. But like I think Batman versus Superman really kicked it in their nuts. He didn't have it going out with a plan. Wonder Woman kind of gave it some hope, but then after Justice League and after all these losses, you know what I'm saying? I think it just the brand is tarnished. Because how does Joker come out and make like almost $2 billion? You know what I'm saying? On his own, and you know what I'm saying. So like, they have to start over.
Yeah, I said that too, Q. I said I think the brand is tarnished, and you know, even if they put out, because personally, I like Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I didn't love it, but I liked it. I thought it was a fun superhero joint. I thought Black Adam was like a callback to like, you know, the late 90s, early 2000s superhero movies that were fun and entertaining, you know. So, and I even liked The Flash. So the last few movies DC has put out, I liked all of them, you know what I'm saying? But because the brand is, like you said, tarnished, people are not going out in droves to go see these movies anymore.
Yeah, because they like, because like we said, like, oh, it looked like another Justice League or something like that. But like, you know, like people are tarnished by that brand, and they put a lot of money behind it. So you can't go out and spend another $250 million on another Ezra Miller Flash movie if it don't perform. Now, Aquaman started off with a little box office and came back. You know what I'm saying? They made $1 billion. So we'll see. But this is the summer season. And shit started becoming out back to back. Mission Impossible about to break out. Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer or whatever. It's gonna be it's gonna be hard to, you know what I'm saying, get that money back during the summer. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't come out with a bang, I think. I don't know.
The only slow week is this week coming up.
Yeah, I don't know what's coming out this week.
Yeah, the Jones, Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
You got Blue Beetle. You got what's that? Expendables 4, and that pretty much rounds out the summer. But this month was just everybody got their heads cut off every month, every week. Number one. You know. So
I mean, and well, even Spider-Verse is still doing good. I think Spider-Verse came in 3 this week and still made close to 30 million. So Spider-Verse is still doing pretty good. But I'm like, I know Warner Brothers is like scratching their heads, like, damn, even Michael Keaton couldn't sell this shit. Because think about it, like the 2 times Michael Keaton played Batman, smash hits. You know, Batman and Batman Returns killed it at the box office. So that's why they marketed the movie heavily behind Michael Keaton, because they know that he'll put butts in the seats, and it didn't work.
Well, and even the IP of Batman himself, Batman make money. You know what I'm saying? That's their crown star and jewel over there, Batman. But like, how the hell Batman ain't make money?
Yeah, you're right. Well, from my understanding, they had so many free screenings for over a month. Everybody's seen it.
Well, you know what? In that case, I'm gonna say good for Warner Brothers, because that was some fuck shit that they did. All right, when they purposely overbooked, had me and my son in this hot ass mall with no AC on the top floor in muggy Florida heat, waiting for over an hour in this long ass line that wrapped around the building.
Damn.
Only for them to tell us, well, actually, we can't fit any more people in, but the next screening you'll be able to get in. I said, what the shit? Like,
this is for an advanced screening?
This is for an advanced screening, yes.
Now, that next screening that they was telling you about, was that the same night?
No, this, like, I guess this is for like a whole nother screening, a whole nother movie or whatever. Like, because the theater had nothing to do with it. So I wasn't so much mad at the theater, it was Warner Brothers. Because it did say in the small print, we're purposely overbooking this to ensure that we have a full theater. You know what I mean? So they said so they did say not everybody's gonna get in, but I'm like, why the fuck would you invite me if there's a chance of not getting in? So like with AMC, when AMC has early screening, like once all the seats are filled up, they tell you, okay, this event is this booked, it's full, nobody else can get in. I'm not wasting my time driving to the theater. I drove 40 minutes to go to that screening, only to get turned around.
Yeah, I know that sucks.
I sold, man. I got on camera. I was sweating too. I got on that camera. I sold their asses out. And my son, he's co-signing. He's like, no more free screeners.
He was hot for real.
He was mad.
Yeah, the mugs is weird. You got to be in that line sometimes. Yeah, like even I've been there like an hour early and still got turned away.
We got there. We got there an hour before the movie started. It was like as far as the eye can see. It was so long, you know.
Yeah, because it was the Flash. I bet you would have got into any other ones, you know, like Joyride is coming out. Oh, you would have got right. You would walk right up into that.
Oh no, even the Blackening, bro. Even though I tried to go to an early screening for the Blackening, and that was long as shit, you know. But that one, I ain't think nobody was gonna go in there, so I got there like 15 minutes early. Wrong.
You couldn't get in that one either.
Couldn't get in that one either.
The Blackening, like. Shoot, almost 2 months ago, right? Yeah, a month.
Yeah,
ago,
that was about that time.
Yeah, and it was like in the whitest theater ever. So we just walked right in. We're like, go ahead. Yeah,
it was a bunch of country people from Orlando, Florida, waiting to get in. So it was. It was fully So it was like, we can't let nobody in. I said, you know what? I said, no more free screeners. I'm done with free screeners. They can kiss my ass.
Yeah. Well, fellas, I got a dip.
3 hours went by fast. Damn, that was quick.
Super fast. Yeah.
That was late.
What?
Blackening.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, listen, I know I talked about the movie like I didn't like it, but I dug it, but I'm not like, damn, you know, this is my shit.
I dug it too.
It was all right. It was all right.
Yeah.
I think it'll grow on people in you know, future years, but hey, it made me laugh like hysterically, and man, I appreciate that.
Yeah, especially when that wig came off. Oh my god,
you gonna get a crap?
Oh my god,
I got a crap,
nigga.
Well, hey y'all. So Cyrus, what you got coming up, man, in the future?
Still in post-production for Year of the Rat. We're looking to work the festival circuit late summer, early fall. So that's my big project.
Ooh. G, what you got coming up, brother?
What I got? Well, I just dropped my review for the Blackening tonight. So guys, so check that out when you get a chance. You'll see that braid I was talking about that was in the parking lot. You know, I zoomed in on it. So the Blackening, searching for my next black gem. So I should be dropping a video in the next few days once I find the right movie and, you know, review it. And other than that, I ain't got shit else coming up, man. To be honest with you, I ain't got a whole lot coming up.
What's up, Q? What you got in the kitchen cooking?
Oh man, right now we're gonna be working on the metahumans, making them look real, you know what I'm saying, so we can get those animations. I'm probably gonna put something up about that here pretty soon. And I got my Fright Night review in the working. It's taking a little bit longer to edit because I just, you know, it's gonna be a commentary kind of the movie, of course, of how Charlie and shit. I still ain't forgot that one. And I got a very special announcement to make right quick. In November, I will be going to New York to film another film with Peter Anthony again called Laugh, which is kind of like a descent into madness, almost Joker style about this fucked up clown. And speaking of fucked up clowns, we got some money from the people he know of the producer of Terrifier 2 to like back some of the film. So right now, you know, before he do his Indiegogo, we're looking to raising almost like, you know, with the back behind like $250,000. So I will be acting in the movie. I will be doing, of course, CG in the movie, and now I'll be AD on there. You know what I'm saying? Assistant director for like at least a week. We're starting off, you know, to shoot the trailer. You know what I'm saying? To get even more backers. So yeah. Yep, I'll be doing that in November. First week in November. Yeah. And then working on YouTube stuff here too. So like, yeah. I got
shout out to Peter Anthony, man. Like that dude, he killed it with was it a Roseblood?
Yeah. I still got it, man. I still got to watch my special features here. I'm in it, and I still haven't watched my whole damn movie.
Yeah, Q had the most memorable line of the movie. What'd you say? You will remember me.
You will remember me. I lost my voice. Remember me. Yeah, I gotta go to Chile.
One of your homies from that project, it might even be him. We started following each other on Instagram, man. So the community,
Anthony, he's great. Yeah. That's probably him. He's great at raising money and things. You ask him a question, he's very knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying, about how to get money, because he's a salesman. He was a salesman for a trade, but he quit his job. He was making like 6 figures just to do content creation in movies.
Wow. And very my type of cat, man. He's very outspoken, very unfiltered. Doesn't give a fuck what he says. You know what I'm saying? Because we did that live stream. He was on his drink, and Anthony didn't give a fuck, man.
No, he's worse than that, bro. In real life. So it should be fun. It should be a fun journey. We all, you know what I'm saying, moving. So, you know what I'm saying, that's what's up. This was a great Juneteenth. Great way to spend Juneteenth talking about, culture and stuff. So thank you for having me on again, Black Tested. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I'm glad, man. This was actually Cyrus's idea. He said, man, what you doing today after work? I said, you do a Juneteenth special, talk about the Blackening spoiler version. I'm like, cool. This is the last thing, man. Again, when we get together, man, it's one big party. I have a fun time. It's always unfiltered. We get to be ourselves, and anybody watching it and checking us out, hey, subscribe, tell a friend, and keep it pushing, man. Put us out there. We're about to bring some original content that will definitely change your day and your way of thinking. Obviously.
Word. Good shit, man. Cyrus, thanks for putting this together, bro.
Hey, man. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for joining us, fellas. This was real. This is awesome. It was much needed.
Open your eyes up. Open your eyes up.
See, y'all did it. It's the same thing as last.
I'm gonna order you some glasses. Got eyeballs on them.
Like, yo, man, wake up, man. I am awake. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But thank you for joining us, fellas. This was awesome. TJ, thanks for hosting it. This was beautiful, man. We needed it. It was a great Juneteenth, man. And I look forward to doing this again with y'all brothers.
No doubt.
All right, y'all. Hey, stay well, stay positive, keep it pushing. I love y'all, man. Like brothers.
All right.
Love.
Peace.
Peace.
I'll holler.